Yeah. That's savage as fuck for your ass.
That song is definitely savage. Welcome to Savage as Fuck, yo. This is we're blessed to be here. I don't know how I said blessed and savage as fuck in the same sentence, but that's what happens sometimes.
Welcome to the church of savage than a motherfucker.
Yes, welcome to the church, and we'd like to thank everybody for everybody. That's my cat. Everybody for listening. Yo, thank you for listening, and also thank you for going to the Facebook page. We appreciate you adding on the Facebook page, Savage A.F. And my name is Shang.
This is Black Pedro.
And we are in the building.
What up, dog?
Building, even though the country apparently is not in the building.
But the roof is going off.
The roof is going off. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that.
They're outside protesting the buildings.
They're outside protesting the buildings. That's what is happening. And also, everybody that hits us up on the social media, thank you so much. Thank you for all the comments that you have put on all of our pages, and we appreciate it. And the nude pictures, ladies, can keep coming. Because that shit.
I had to turn my notifications off.
I know. Yeah. It's been
I can't be on the
same
same
mailbox. You mean your notifications?
Notifications.
Yeah, no, I mean, we get I'm very happy with some of the comments and some of the people that watch the actual show. And the people that watched last week, some people commented that I snapped a little bit. I don't think I snapped at all, but we got a lot of views, which I didn't want it from that. Ask him. It was more views than normal, so we got a lot of views. So
a lot more
comments, a lot more views. But you know what? Everybody that I may have offended last week, I want to say this sincerely and deeply from the bottom of my heart. You can eat a bag of dicks.
Fuck your feelings.
Yes, fuck your feelings.
That's how we say it.
This is savage as fuck.
Yes, right. But so I just wanted to make sure you knew that. And we got, as we usually do, we got great guests in the house. And one of them is very tall.
Yeah.
And one of them is very handsome. Okay. One's tall, not handsome. Other one, not as tall, very handsome.
I'll take handsome over tall.
No, they're both good-looking men. Like if I was in jail, I definitely would want them to be my cellmate.
Hey, and you guys are dark. So we got tall, dark, and handsome in one. In four.
They're attractive. They're attractive men. Like
savage as fuck is for the ladies.
Yeah, it's for the ladies. So I mean, well, this episode, I guess we do. So, Pedro, you want to give the intros? Yeah. He always does a great intro. He does it more sincere because I always fuck with people too much.
I come from the heart.
He comes from the heart.
That's what I always say.
So we'll start with tall. Start with tall.
I'm almost
as
tall as you, man. So settle down.
I think you're taller.
A little bit.
So everybody, go make sure you check out this man's book. He's got a book that's done very well. I love the title. Rice Krispies with ketchup.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not a cookbook. It sounds like it, but it's not a cookbook.
Homemade recipes.
It's what comedians eat when they're on the road.
It's a road recipe book for comedians.
Growing up poor. There you go.
No. That's Rice Krispies with ketchup. This is be his fourth year in a row appearing at the Edinburgh Comedy Festival.
Right. I've been there. It's nice.
That's crazy, right? It's ridiculous.
I've done it before.
Scottish accent?
He's gonna be.
I've done it.
That's more Cockney, I think. I'm not sure.
No, it's definitely very Cockney. Cockney's a little bit more.
Scottish is more like a "Gonna don't do that."
Right, it's a little bit more bollocks. It's a little bit more. But when I was over there, it was nice. But go ahead, finish your beautiful. From the heart
I feel like somebody was just fast forwarding through a Bond film. Just now. That's what that sounded like.
That was funny. No, but go ahead.
But and he'll also be appearing in Melbourne at a comedy festival there as well, right? So this is what we truly call international in the game, locally accepted, known nationwide. Give it up for Mr. Kirk Smith,
man,
y'all. Kirk Smith
in the building. Yeah.
AKA tall, not handsome Smith.
Come on, man. Come on.
Kirk, talk to the kids. Tell them about yourself, man.
I'm a comedian. I worked at Shang years ago, maybe 10 years ago, at a little place called Hyenas.
Hyenas. Yeah,
Dallas,
Randy
Texas.
Butler, who said my act was too dirty. That's when he stopped booking me. Said, "Oh, your act's kind of dirty." I'm like, a lot of your acts are dirty.
He's like, "Fuck you, motherfucker."
But it's something specifically from me. So. But no, I mean, it was a great gig. I had a great time. So, I mean, hopefully I'll get booked back. If I don't, I'll just do the fucking improv.
I'm going to be quiet. I'm there September 5th. You can see me headlining that weekend, so I'm going to shut my mouth.
No. I mean, no, Randy, no. If he booked me, if the motherfucker booked me, he knows. And it wasn't like I've ever done bad there, bitch. Fuck out of here. Randy, you can act like I ever did bad, like I didn't have a crowd. Shut your mouth, Randy, if I come over there and smack the shit out of you.
The views expressed on Savage as Fuck do not reflect reflect those of Kirk's.
Yeah. What's the name of this podcast again?
Savage.
No,
It's a
I'm
radio
saying
show.
I didn't mean to say that about Randy. Randy, no. If Randy can't take a joke, don't own a comedy club.
No,
bitch.
Randy's fine. Randy
I
can
know.
take a joke.
He
Yeah,
gets.
for
I
sure, for
fuck
sure.
with him all the time. So go ahead.
Yeah, we worked together years ago. I think I want to say 12 years ago. I don't know if that's
It was
possible.
10.
Was it? 10. Okay,
It's
yeah,
10.
yeah. It's been a while.
I remember.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm old, but I
And
remember.
I
It's
talk a
always-
lot about. I've got an autistic son that I wrote the book about, and then I do Edinburgh, the one-man show about autism, and then I do a regular comedy show too, and just working.
Yeah.
Just one of those guys you've never heard of that still makes a living.
That's it. Brother. That's honestly that's the way to be. That's how you get to go grocery shopping on a Wednesday and just mind your fucking business.
Yeah,
you and
I
your
get-
Pop Tarts, man, and that's it.
Nobody
And you
cares.
still got checks. You know what I'm saying?
They do care. They do care.
No, they do. They just don't have to know that they care. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You get in the pocket. You're getting it in your pockets. We love that. We love that. Next guest coming up on Savage as Fuck
Handsome
now.
bastard.
I feel like they're saying handsome just because you're handsome and they had to give me a prize.
Don't kid
They-
yourself.
No, not at all.
They said you're tall.
Stop it. Stop
Because
it.
look at this guy. He's pretty handsome too.
No. He's not. Okay.
I would get raped in prison too, but you are actually handsome.
Okay.
Yes.
All
You
right.
would-
I'd be respected and then raped and then raped.
They would definitely. Yeah.
Respect it for the way you took it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like that would
Exactly.
It's took a
And
turn.
that's the
Yeah.
best you could do at that point. right?
Yes.
So as you can see,
Smoothie.
our next guy, he belongs here definitely. Slides right in. I've known this guy since I've been in LA, and I knew
Yeah.
him. I knew this man when he had a fucking afro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh.
yeah, when he was getting it in back. No, I'm just
I
joking.
had hair. I think what he meant because I'm bald, and when I had hair, that was my afro. That was
Right.
back in those days.
It was a half
But-
but
Yeah.
it was
I've known him for a while, and we always exchange social media tips.
Yeah.
And
because he's
you
a
know,
beast. He's a beast.
He
out
does.
there.
He does well. He does well.
Both
and,
you guys do, yeah.
I'm doing. Yeah. I'm doing well.
I will say that Shang has more tips than I do on social media.
Wow, that sounded so. It sounded gay. It sounded
I got
gay.
more tips.
That's pretty
He
good.
has more tips on the social media.
No, I'm doing. I know a lot about that. But no, and not only that, he's a funny comedian, and now, you know what? I'm gonna put comedian / entertainer.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
no,
both.
'cause he
I
does.
appreciate it.
No,
I
you're both.
appreciate
And
it.
you might be our first guest with like with the dual name thing, like right. You know, because
Yeah.
you are Eric Schwartz, but to your true fans, they are gonna definitely know you as the most nourishing drink in all of comedy, Mr. Smooth E, y'all.
Yeah, nice.
Fresh blended, a little fruity.
a little fruity, but still there's nuts in there.
Yes.
Smooth E,
There's
Eric
nuts in
Schwartz. Talk to the people. Tell them about yourself. Man.
So like they said, I do a little bit of different kind of comedy with I mix in a lot of different elements, music. Now I'm starting to do a little multimedia in there. I call it multicomedia, and so that's
There
where
you go.
that's where the smoothie. Also because I'm bald, and also because I'm smooth E, and also because Eric Schwartz did not sound good when I try to scratch it.
Swig it.
It's like Eric Schwartz. So Smoothie. So that's why I came up with Smoothie.
That's so funny. Can you do that again?
Eric Schwartz.
No, but
I can
but
do
no,
it here.
no, but really,
Cassie.
and also he actually has
Schwartz
skills.
does sound funny with the hip hop.
If he wanted to really rhyme, like if I've heard you really
Yeah, I've
rhyme,
heard
if
you
you
too.
really
Yeah, you
really
can do
wanted to go in, and you wanted to be the next Logic, you could be.
Well, thanks, man. I'm
Because
easily
Logic got
diggable.
skills, and that's one of my favorite.
Logic,
And-
dude, Logic.
Logic is-
I don't think he's touchable for me. Like that dude.
no. There's a couple people, but Kendrick can touch him for sure.
dude.
Yeah.
Kendrick, Logic,
Kendrick
J. Cole, I think is up there.
Like, do you guys listen to Eminem now and go like, "Wow, it doesn't sound as like technically complicated as somebody
No,
like Logic."
it's not. No.
Right?
Well,
I mean, he's still
you got to understand that Eminem paved that
right.
thing.
Right,
You
he's
know?
starting-
No,
he's
Eminem
starting
did.
that
Yes.
So
Let me
absolutely.
correct. Hold on. Let me correct you all. Eminem did not pave that way. It wasn't even him. It was a rapper named Chino XL. You
Okay.
can look it up if you want to. All the metaphors, all the evil shit, all the wild shit he was doing. Chino XL, and there was a whole crew of rappers that were doing it before Eminem.
But
Eminem.
like technical shit.
Way
Like
way
Bone- like
before
Bone
him.
Thugs?
Bone
They're not-
Thugs.
they're not,
and Bone Thugs
Big
didn't even
baby,
come up with
baby.
that. Bone Thugs is
They're not.
Eazy-E stole some shit from the rappers called Freestyle Fellowship. If you look them up, Freestyle Fellowship came up with that sound, that style, and Eminem got it from Chino XL. You can look it up. Everybody in the really into hip hop knows Chino XL.
Ain't none of them motherfuckers from Detroit. What?
Okay, wow.
Detroit? What?
I don't know if you guys
Okay.
know, but Eminem's my soulmate.
There you
Okay,
go.
wow. Now,
I think Eminem is like
Does
he's influenced
Eminem know?
by
I don't
many.
think he knows either.
I think Eminem is influenced by many, and he admits his influence. Like
Everybody.
Tretch from Naughty by Nature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
but he didn't admit his
everybody's
actual cadence. Like right now, what's his name? Childish Gambino bit from that song America.
I
is
heard that.
flat out another song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
By this guy Jace something.
Yep.
Jace something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
It's
he's like,
called American Pharaoh. That's the name of the song.
Yeah, that's the original song.
But
that's like saying, listen, my favorite band, Led Zeppelin, but if you listen to Muddy Waters, it's
Right.
pretty damn close.
Yeah, of course.
right, no, this is too close.
well, maybe he's making that social point of like the capitalism and the plagiarism. Like maybe that's the meta point that he's making.
That's it.
It's embedded.
Or maybe he just was.
I think he stole it.
He was high and he stole it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he just stole it.
Subliminal layer.
Yeah, he stole it. Yeah, I mean, flat out. If you listen to both songs, I was stunned. I was like, I'm such a Childish Gambino fan, but now I'm questioning all this shit.
Yeah, I
that's
saw
like
that
you seeing
yesterday.
Amy Schumer and you say, wait a minute, Amy, that's Patrice
Well,
O'Neal.
it's
Wait a
not-
minute, Amy, that's another comic. That's Francis D. Lorenzo. That's another
Yeah.
comic. So
it's not even
Yeah.
that the Gambino. It's not like a direct snap. It's not like he stole the lyrics or the actual
the
beat.
cadence,
But
the
no,
beat.
yeah, but the essence of it feels
No, the
quite-
cadence, the beat,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
lines.
I'm not saying it.
There's so many songs though that I hear
Oh.
that I'm like,
Yeah.
this is exactly this, or I'll do mashups
I
with
just-
it.
We
I
just
just
turned it
heard
into a
one.
music show.
Can we play music on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
not on the iTunes, so they won't hear it on iTunes.
Okay. Well, listen to the song 50 Ways by what's that Bill Withers song? Not 50 Ways?
Nope.
50 ways to
Use
leave
Me.
your
Oh,
lover.
So many,
50
wait,
ways,
yeah.
Bill-
50 ways to leave a
Find
lover?
100 ways. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I'm thinking of 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, but that's not the
It's
right
Paul
one.
Simon.
There's only
It's a
one
Bill
way to
is
leave
Paul
your
Withers
Simon.
lover.
song. Bill Withers song sounds exactly.
Why would you need 50 ways to leave somebody? Like just
Ain't no
when they are
sunshine when
asleep,
she's
get
gone.
your ass out. When they are asleep, slip out the door.
But
Well-
it's exactly So Fresh and So Clean by Outkast.
Ain't
Outkast.
nobody-
No,
Listen
an
to
Outkast
me.
rapper. That's
But
yeah.
hip hop. I mean, hip hop does that. It'll
Yeah,
just
but I'm talking
directly
about
sample
one hip hop
beats.
artist that took the cadence of another hip hop artist
yeah.
and the beat and some of the lines. But
Yeah.
you know what? We're not going to turn this into a music show right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have the rights for that.
Goddamn, we don't have all the rights for the music anyway, so we'll get played anyway. So fuck it. But there are other things that happen in the country that are frighteningly, almost got me depressed because apparently Jeff thinks I'm Mr. Mopey. Not Mr. Mopey. I am not Mr. Mopey. I just
dog.
sometimes. I am not Mopey Dick. My dick still works. I
That
just don't
sounds-
got nobody.
Yeah,
to
that
put
sounds
it
like a
into.
personal problem.
They got a
I
pill
don't
for
have
that.
anybody. If I had somebody to put a dick into, I would. But I don't.
So it's mopey? So you
No,
saying-
my dick is not Mopey. My dick is confirmed. Okay. All I know is that
Oh.
it's certified.
Just for the guests, for your update for you guys. About every third show, we talk about Shang's dick.
Okay.
For like 7
Why not
minutes.
more?
No, we don't.
The other 2/3 we talk about his asshole.
It's my
Actually, yeah,
asshole.
we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about my asshole.
Today's the dick
Cassie
day.
and I sit
Only
here and
reason I
listen to
said
him
he
talk
called me
about his
Moby
dick
Dick.
and his
Yeah, but-
asshole.
yeah,
Why don't you turn the shit on you? He called me Moby Dick, and I'm not Moby Dick. Okay,
different podcast.
I'm just a little sad over a very intense breakup. That's all.
Now watch.
We feel you.
Watch how we transition to this. Speaking of intense breakups,
Oh, yeah.
America's breaking up its relationship with freedom.
Yeah.
and migration.
That
good.
was smooth.
That was smooth.
That was very
You should
smooth.
change your,
Right?
your smooth P.
That's what
Yeah.
we're doing. So the Supreme Court of the United States, affectionately known as SCOTUS.
Yeah, which sounds like something that you get on your dick.
Affectionately.
Yeah, they
Back to the dick.
That's just more
like
conveniently.
I got something on my SCOTUS. Could you
Yeah,
get
my-
this off?
Man, you need to come over here and rub some of that ointment on my SCOTUS.
My SCOTUS is burning. So they upheld Code 45 is what I like to call
my-
our current president, Code 45. So they've upheld his travel ban, and they've said that Muslims from certain countries,
Right. And
most Muslims from, or I'm sorry,
most Muslim countries.
not most Muslim countries, but most immigrants from these certain countries.
All right. And the list,
will be
it's not
banned.
even the right list. It should
And
be the
are
list.
Muslim.
There's other people that actually should be on the list that they didn't put on the list. I think
Yeah.
it was just him
So-
trying to get and now he's going to gloat and he's going to be like, I told you I was going to do it. And I just fucking hate him and I hate the country. And I don't care if
He said, "I hate
Facebook.
the country."
No, I hate the way. Let me
Them
finish.
strong words.
I hate the way the country is accepting this fucking lying shyster, and it's just, whatever percentage of people out there that are accepting this shit, I just feel like you all should have like those hillbillies that rape Marcellus Wallace should rape y'all. I really
What, to
do.
Get medieval on their ass.
Yeah, it's like, do I feel good? Not at all, man. I don't feel fine at all.
The newest buzzword though that you hear about, like, is civility, right?
No. Yeah,
and
nobody-
I don't think Shang believes in it.
I don't believe it anymore.
That's the
No,
The show Civil as Fuck was already
Civil as-
taken.
yeah.
Yeah, so we tried Civil as Fuck.
Civil as
But,
Fuck didn't get the ratings.
Honestly,
CAF, I like it.
Honestly, I am civil, but I was civil for a while. I did try to give a chance. I actually went to Dave Chappelle route of like, hey, let's give him a chance.
Yeah.
Let's give him a chance and let's see what he can do. And then now I'm like, fuck him and everybody that votes for him and everybody. Because it's like, what point do you start fighting back? Okay.
Yeah.
And you say being civil. I'll be civil when I can go to a Starbucks and I sit there and wait for a business meeting and get kicked the fuck out or get the police to come and I didn't do a fucking thing wrong. I'll be civil then when they're civil.
You always have your dick out at Starbucks, though. I will say that.
But you know what? Because you know what? A lot of the people that come through.
Because they won't give you the bathroom code, so I
Right.
pee on the muffins.
But I'm gonna
need
play.
their-
Let me
mean-
play devil's advocate.
They need
with
their
you.
coffee
Okay, play
stirred,
devil's
I get it.
advocate.
Let me
then.
play devil's advocate. And what about when Michelle Obama says, "When they go low, we go high"?
I think she's wrong now.
She meant
Okay.
smoke a joint and then
Okay.
think up some new shit for their like get
Right.
high,
Obviously.
relax, and think
Now,
of a new
I mean, what do
plan.
you think of that? Do you think that? I mean, I could see if it was the proper list, but I mean, the fact
Here
that
are the
it's-
countries. Here are the countries.
I feel like it's divide and conquer. I
it's-
feel like you need to make sure, in my opinion, I don't know shit, but I feel like you need to make sure you are clearly attacking his policies and not the average person that doesn't understand, because you want. I feel like the average American is not that bright, and they just,
wow, wow. But I'm not
We
being
tour the
civil. He
country.
just
I
said,
agree with
hey,
that.
they're not
we
that
just,
smart.
We just tour the country.
not.
You know these people. You know how this works, and so it's like you need to make sure you attack specific policies that he's putting out. The Cheeto, and then not to attack those people that don't really know, because I think those people can be swayed. But I think if you attack them, they turn on you and
But
defend
no,
themselves.
I
That's
don't
just
think
my
they can be
opinion.
swayed at all. I don't think they can be swayed at all.
Well, no. I mean, that's
but I
part.
was-
That's part of having a pliable, kind of naive mind. Is that if,
I
if
feel like
you
they
can
can't
make
be
a good
swayed because they
argument,
voted for
can-
Barack. Like, where all these racist people want a black president? Somebody voted for him. Wasn't
No,
a black
They were
person.
still there. There was a lot of them.
There
still
were, but
there.
I'm saying enough people were swayed to vote for him. So I'm saying
No, enough
you don't
people
need
did
to-
vote for him. There was 3 million more people that voted for Hillary, even though I didn't like Hillary. They voted for Hillary that voted for him. So it wasn't like we didn't show up. We showed up. But because of that bullshit.
Obama also played the electoral college game better than Hillary did.
I just feel like you're preaching the choir when you say the Starbucks stuff. 100% right. Is there racism? 100% right. Is it wrong? Yes. Should it end? I agree. But to get the middle of the country, which is a bunch of not super educated, not super.
I love the not educated. I love them.
I just mean I think you gotta get them to come around while still attacking specific policies that he put out, and you can attack him, but it's like I think there's a thin line to divide between. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I
no.
get it. I
And that's what we want. We want your opinion.
I don't-
I want you to tell somebody else's opinion.
I just don't understand quite, the qualifications for getting on this ban list. Like, it's Iran, Libya, Somalia, Syria, and
Detroit.
Yemen. Yeah, and then East
I'm sorry.
Detroit.
Did I say Detroit? My bad.
But I'm
The
like,
Golden State Warriors.
No,
Fuck
no
them.
Saudi Arabia, right?
no Saudi Arabia.
No Saudi
And I'm
Arabia.
like, I mean, I get our relationship with them, but if you look back at September 11th, like,
Yeah.
15 of the 13 jackers were from Saudi
Exactly.
Arabia.
He's full of shit. He's making money through Saudi
And
Arabia.
look what
He's-
Syria
that's
is
it.
going
Well, the
through.
United States isn't. I mean, right? We just
Yeah.
have this relationship
Syria
with Saudi
needs
Arabia.
refuge. Syria actually needs refuge.
Yeah, and
we're
yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
Like, no.
Iran, I mean, I'm like, I understand we have this contentious relationship with them, but how many Persians are in this country? And if you didn't know that, when people are like, I'm Persian, they're from Iran.
Yeah.
That's always my favorite. Like we all have Iranian friends that are comics that are like, "Where are you from? I'm Persian. Iran? No, Persian. You know, cats, rugs, nice stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice furry stuff.
Tehran was already in here just now too.
Yeah. I mean, but
There's a very funny comic, Aaron Arianpour at Dallas.
No, you
talks
say
about that.
attack his policies. They did attack his policy, and he changed the policy when he's grabbing kids away from, moms. I mean, like, flat out. So it's not like they haven't attacked his policies. They did attack his policy. They did say the shit was wrong, and
he backed off of that, supposedly. So now
he didn't. No. It's 20 days. It's 20 days for the people that don't. It's 20 days, and after that, they can change it. They can change it whatever way they want,
Well,
which is fucked up. Because if you're looking for your daughter. And your daughter was grabbed away, and they're not telling you in any way, shape, or form how you can get your fucking daughter back. That is horrible.
Well, what it highlights is that when they started snatching kids away at the border, they had no plan to reunite them. You know what I mean? Like they
used them as a
had
hostage
They
tool.
had no way of like, oh, we didn't think about logistically how are we going to get these two people back together. You
They
know
were
what I mean?
gambling. They were gambling with human lives, and
And
actually,
they all have the same names.
And
here's the
listen,
thing.
that works for the movie The Game.
Here's
but-
the thing. They just did a report, and they're saying, like, just from a preliminary report, they're saying that there's already hundreds of children that will never ever be reunited with their parents.
Yeah, man.
Now imagine
Ever.
that. That's scarring them
Ever,
for life.
ever.
If you want to make
Hundreds
some
of children.
gangbangers, that's the way you create them.
If you liked the movie Lion,
But-
is it Lion?
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Guys,
That's like
Yeah.
thousands of
Oh
that
my
guy.
God.
the sad thing is,
Thousands
though,
of that
the
kid.
sad thing is, their policy worked.
What?
Less people are coming over now.
But less people were already coming
Obviously.
over.
Crops
No.
are dying on the vine in California
Hey,
right now.
genocide
they don't,
works
They don't
too.
have enough people to harvest the crops in
Yeah.
California right now. We're
But
going to lose
less
millions of
people
dollars
were
to crops.
less people
Wow.
were already not coming over. It was already in a decline. That's why when I hear people say shit like that, I go, "Get the fuck out of here." Let me tell you something. Not only was it already in a decline, and I hate when he says, "What about the unemployment rate? It's really small and it's the smallest it's ever been for African Americans." It's already was fucking going down. It was a policy that was actually put in place by Barack Obama, and you just try to undo all the shit he did. You dick. And anybody and the civility shit, fuck you, fuck your family. If you got a family member,
Fuck your family.
fuck your family, fuck them,
your family.
and fuck your family. And then while you're at it, if you got a grandma in a fucking wheelchair, fuck her too. Put her on a
Look,
fucking hill.
I think.
But
that-
tell us how you feel.
All right.
I
What are my
think
brothers
that
saying?
I think that all of this, a lot of this is, I mean, it's racism. It's persecution against religious freedom with the Muslim ban.
Right.
It's based on. It's not really based on countries. It's more based on
Religion.
Muslim on religion, and that's wrong. And trying to the thing that's happening at the border. It's xenophobia. But I think that how this problem gets solved is that right now there's 30% of 100% of 30% of people are on Trump's side, and that's more than the 70%.
Right.
That-
No.
that-
They're
They're not as fired up.
No,
is
no.
what I'm
A
saying.
lot of progressives
Yeah.
didn't vote at all. A lot of people
Right.
that were disenchanted with both didn't vote. So you got to
Right.
go from that standpoint. But this time, I'm hoping that the Democrats aren't little limp wick dick pussies that won't step up and start using the same tactics that they're using. You want to call me names? Call him names. Listen, you orange fuck.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I think it's
I think
absolutely not work. It's
politicians-
time to start the fucking fight.
I think they
it's
need to
backfires.
admit that they're not always right, because you can't. It's not black and white. Politics are never that way. You know, like
No,
that's
there
what-
is some stuff that's black and white.
Well, yeah, and I mean,
A lot
like
of stuff is black
skin
and white.
color.
The Game of
No,
Othello.
not skin color. Okay. There's good people and bad people on both sides. No.
Right,
no,
but even the
no,
good
there's not.
people have some policies that some people don't like.
Okay.
Okay,
but
there's good people and bad people. I
and
agree with
it's
that.
and
But
it's subjective.
There's not
that's a
good people
small
and bad
percentage.
people.
You don't
There's-
think there's good people and bad
No,
people?
I
You
think
think
that
Hitler's
not-
partly good?
No, I think no. There's not good. There's good people. I think there's absolutely. When he said the Charlottesville thing, when you have people with tiki torches saying blood and soil, which is
No, those are
basically
bad people.
Hitler. That's flat out Hitler fucking rhetoric.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Those are
to-
bad people.
Yeah, right. And to actually give them leverage and say, well,
No. Don't
They're
give
not
them
all
leverage.
bad people.
they're pretty good. They're not. Some
I'm
of them are
talking
good.
about
No, 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 no.
I'm
I'm
talking about the
saying they're-
Democrats.
He's talking about what Trump said about him.
Yeah, they're
Right.
bad people. But what I'm saying is that's not the majority of America. That's 10% maybe. Those people are lost. Forget those people. It's the people in the middle you can move.
Yeah,
That's
they're,
what I'm
they're
saying.
not neither
And if
good
you-
nor bad.
I don't even think you need to. I think you just need to fire up the other side.
base, the Democratic base.
I think they're getting fired up.
I'm surprised people like there's not more push right now to vote like the blue wave thing. You got to start like 2 months ago. Like I even I don't like to pick sides when I do my live streams on Facebook, right? Because I
Right.
know there's people from both sides. All I said on my live stream, I was like, you guys vote. You know what I mean? Like if everybody votes, I think that the reflection of the country, things will change. If everybody votes or if a big majority votes.
You know what though? I see what you're saying. You don't want to offend. I already know people aren't gonna like me anyway.
Right.
So fuck them. Like there's people that I didn't even do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I've been arrested. I've been arrested for literally in the passenger side of a car for public intoxication, and I don't drink.
He doesn't drink. Shang don't drink.
So they're gonna do the shit anyway.
You're just intoxicating them with your
With my passion.
Your masculinity.
They're just
You are
afraid
intoxicating.
of my. They're
You got
afraid
too
of
much
my
heart.
tough talk.
You're intoxicating the public.
Too much heart.
Too
Hey,
much heart.
Your penis stories.
One of the biggest things for me about this though is the Supreme Court itself and this really
5-4. Remember, it was very
it's
close.
a 5-4 decision. Conservative.
They stole it.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's exactly where I'd like to start with this. If we go back,
Yeah,
we can put this on the Republicans, right? Because
They stole him.
Barack Obama had one more SCOTUS pick. He was due. He was owed one more pick, right? At the end of his term, there was a judge who left.
They wanted the Irish dude.
and he had one more, and they blocked that shit. The Republicans were like, "Fuck that, we're not voting."
I know,
on
but
that.
I feel like you're acting like it's news that the Republicans are better at politics than Democrats.
Oh no! That's been my argument. Yeah, I get that. But I just want to connect all the dots so that because all of America listens to this. So I need everybody to know.
You know what
Those
happened?
people that hate us still listen.
Listen up, America. Listen up.
You know what happened was the Democrats were like, "Oh, Trump's not going to win." So yeah, they said whoever's the next president gets to choose, right? Yeah. We'll get on the next one. Yeah, sure. Trump's not
Bullshit,
going to win.
right? So yeah, should have fought for that. The Republicans took that last judge pick away. So now we have a conservative bench, right? We have a conservative Supreme Court. So that's going to lead to more and more decisions like this. Like, do we understand that also? So this decision was on Monday. Tuesday, the Supreme Court made a decision in California about sort of Planned Parenthood, not Planned Parenthood, but what do they call it?
Anti-abortion.
Like anti-abortion clinics. Well, so here's the thing. California has these places that are religious based, sort of parenting centers, right?
Right.
And young mothers will come in there thinking that it's like a Planned Parenthood type facility, and because it's a religious based facility, they're pushing everything except for abortions, even though state-funded abortions are legal and available to women who can't afford them but might need or want them, right?
Even lying to them or like
So they will actually lie to these women and tell them, oh, even if the woman's on the fence, like they'll tell them like, oh yeah, no, you can wait a while, think about it, and have it, and come back later, and then they'll go and try and have an abortion in their third trimester, not knowing, and they're like, baby, you can't have you got to have this baby now. And
Now you see why I'm like, fuck them.
So now these clinics have forced mothers to have babies, right? So and they show them videos and guilt trip the shit out of them. So the Supreme Court, this very same Supreme Court, has now ruled in favor of these religious based.
That's why fuck them, man. I want to fight them. I want to fist fight them.
So they're no longer required to. There was a group fighting to make it mandatory for them to sort of. Release all that information and full disclosure to any patients who come in that an abortion is available to you for free from the state if you need it, right? So they don't have to give that information anymore.
Okay, so now
700,000 unwanted births per year in California.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. They fucking can sit there and they can back shit that's obviously wrong. I want to abort their eye from their fucking forehead. I'm going. In fact, this is my other thing. While I'm on tour, I'm going to every one of those clinics and I'm going to fist fight the person at the reception. I'm going to fist fight the person in the back. And then hopefully I can find the owner and I'm going to fist fight him.
Fuck a sniper. We've got a puncher outside.
It doesn't make sense because one of the reasons for not allowing
fight them all.
One of the reasons for ICE is saying we don't have the space or money or resources to take care of these extra people. But at the same time, they're like, oh, but let's let all these babies be born.
They're hypocrites. Look, I'm so sick of the news not calling this motherfucker a hypocrite and calling them hypocrites and not calling them liars and not calling them full of shit. That's what bothers me. Well, it was an untruth and it was kind of a truth that was surrounding a lie that was a lie that was the truth. Fuck all that. They are absolute bitches, and I wish one of you motherfuckers would come up to me at my show.
They're not pro-life. They're pro-birth.
Yeah.
Once the baby's born, they're like, all right, you're on your own.
They don't care.
It's like, and so
how can you call yourself pro-life, but you're fine, separating children from families, babies from families,
and putting them in cages.
You call yourself pro-life, but you're down to kill people with the death penalty.
By the way, this is a chipper, happy comedy show.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We have like one of the nicest guys in the
studio
studio
here. What do you guys
here.
usually talk about here?
What we talk about?
We didn't know this was going to happen today.
Okay, no, we didn't know the Supreme Court thing was going to happen. We were going to talk about comedy condos. Should you stick your dick in the mayonnaise or not?
Now,
and leave
listen.
and leave it for the comic for the next week, thinking, oh, I got a free thing of mayonnaise, not realizing it's from the headliner's dick from last week.
The River Center in San Antonio. That's where that comes from.
Yes.
I remember that
Really?
cavalcade of sadness.
Comics
Hilarious.
comics would do weird shit to leave for other comics not realizing you really shouldn't eat that mayonnaise. That's not mayonnaise.
Shouldn't really eat anything.
People do that?
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, it's for sure. It was.
That's gross.
I started in
eat
Texas.
the mayonnaise.
No,
I don't.
You bring your own mayonnaise.
No, so it's
don't
it's
eat
just
mayonnaise.
that we didn't know that the Supreme Court was going to do
Was going to go shithole
Man,
face.
Yeah,
duckhead
Supreme
nuts.
Court,
Fucking-
you took away the warning for the mayonnaise jars and condom
Yeah.
condoms.
I mean,
that was
the
important
arguments,
stuff.
The arguments were pretty amazing. So shout out to my fellow alumnus, Sonia Sotomayor, Princeton University, baby, let's go. She had a great argument. The dissenting argument was basically like they pointed at like the Japanese internment camp decisions from World War II. And those were eventually overturned and found unconstitutional.
Which ruling is this on?
I'm sorry, in regards to the travel ban just now. So she was equating the travel ban to the Japanese sort of internment laws.
The only thing is though, during the Japanese internment laws, we were at war.
Yeah, but that's
things are
I mean
different.
no. But that's not a reason to blanketly imprison people based on their skin color or national origin. Like, you can't just.
I'm not saying I'm just
right now. We're technically at war in.
We're about to be at a
Muslim
we're
country,
at
right?
war, and then we won't ban the people from the country that attacked us.
But we're about to do it. We're about to be in a tariff
Exactly,
war.
yeah.
We're about to be in a tariff war, and we're going to get our ass kicked because China's like, oh, I've been waiting.
Oh, we've been waiting for this.
They're going to kick our ass.
No bargain.
Canada, with his cool, smooth self. Like, that dude is super smooth. I love him. And
He's got a cute butt.
And I wasn't
Great
going to say
kisser.
that. Wasn't going to say he had a cute
He
butt.
has a cute butt.
Great kisser,
But
by the way.
I'm just saying, you kissed him, man.
Great kisser.
He's a great
Yes,
lover.
true.
All I know is that even he said, we're cool, but we're gonna put tariffs back on your ass, and then watch what happens there. Where you gonna try to buy a stick of butter and it's $750?
It's like-
I better buy everything now.
It's
Maple
like
syrup
Canada,
is gonna be
bad. Mexico, bad. North
Russia?
Korea,
Russia?
good.
But the
Russia's
ban
pretty
is on
cool.
North
Putin,
Korea too,
good.
so I want to see what.
No,
North
no.
Korea?
No.
No, they didn't do North Korea.
No, it was.
We don't trade with North Korea.
I read them off. It was Yemen.
Well, North Korea is still completely banned.
Yeah,
there's
North
exemptions.
Yeah,
You
we
can't
don't-
do
North
it.
Korea
have
bans
any-
itself.
Yeah, we don't trade with North Korea.
North Korea
But
doesn't
North
doesn't
Korea-
allow their citizens to leave.
But watch
so.
what happens with watch what happens. North Korea said they made that photo op and they shook hands, but bet you he's gonna flip flop and go fuck you. I hope so.
Well, I hope he's gonna do that with the trade stuff too with China,
No,
because
he's not.
that stuff really scares
I'm gonna
me.
relax.
That's
They
how-
can
that's-
hit us
the
back
world's
hard.
over.
Yeah, that's how the depression
They
started.
can hit us back really, really hard. So.
Jokes and comedy are nothing. The world is shit.
You know, I
Guys.
saw
I'm kidding.
I saw Chappelle at the store twice this week. And
Oh,
he
shit.
said something really, really powerful the other day. You know, he goes, "You know what, guys? Right now, we are medicine. Comedians are medicine.
You think
the
so?
world needs us." Yeah, I think so too.
I'm not medicine. I'm apple cider in a wound.
Yeah, no, you're apple cider vinegar. You're good for
You
the
lose
soul
weight.
after
You
a while.
lose weight, but you're burning.
I'm a shot of tequila. Like, I'll make you feel better. You could pour me on a wound, but every day, I'll fuck up your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. Yeah,
Not
so-
every day.
Are we
baby.
medicine? but,
Okay, so I'm
can
sorry.
can we solve the problem? Or are
Yes.
we just medicating you?
I'm more of a placebo.
Yeah.
You think comedians are gonna be gonna save
not
the
We're
all.
world?
gonna save the world.
Not all comedian, right? Like, no, like
That's a
some
lot
some
of
guys are
pressure.
just some guys are just dick joke guys, and that's all
Okay,
they're
Carrot
gonna do.
Top is
Making-
not saving shit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty,
Well, hey,
I'm pretty
making
sure
people
that
feel
Shang's
better.
making it worse.
I'm trying to save the world.
You know what? I did a set last night at the Improv, and I went in really hard. And I'm gonna keep it real. And I'm not taking away from. There was a lot of funny comments on the show, but I absolutely was the strongest.
Yeah.
And that's not ego driven. And I got the most applause and the most response. And I was saying some horrendous shit.
Plus, there was
Yeah.
the
I
bench
don't know if I
pressing
believe
company.
you.
Give me
I
one
don't-
thing.
You were saying horrendous
I was
stuff.
saying horrendous shit
Give me
on
one
stage.
thing. Give me
I
one
was saying
thing.
horrendous shit about the people in the middle of the country. I was saying horrendous shit about that. And there was people that went, you fucking right. Wait a minute, he's talking about me.
Which improv? Which improv you had? The Hollywood one?
Hollywood one. But I've done the ones on the road and said the same horrendous shit.
And now Randy Butler won't have you back.
Well, Randy Butler won't book me back. I have no idea.
I'll
He
just
told
bust
me,
your balls.
I didn't realize how dirty your act was. Oh, fuck out of here.
You're the Jim
Randy.
Acosta of comedy.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened?
Yeah.
You know, Jim Acosta went
Yes.
to the Trump rally, and then everyone's
Everybody's
booing him.
heckling. He said, "I'm staying right here.
Yeah, and then
I'm staying right here. Don't move me."
He gave his seat up to an old lady, and then people wanted selfies with him.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Get
So-
the fuck out of here!" And then they're like, "Can I get a selfie first?"
Yeah. Did you see what he said? He said that. He said,
That's so
people
funny.
can be nice. That he said, no. And the fact that what fucked me up is none of the other Trump supporters gave the seat to the lady.
Yeah.
It took a reporter that is actually diametrically opposed to Trump to show some humanity. So the bottom line is that's why I have that attitude where
He's
I just
shangry.
fuck that.
He's very
man.
shangry.
I feel like I think the Democrats been too soft. I think they've been too like lax. Like you said, oh, Hillary will win. They should have went in full blast. They should have pulled up pictures of him being peed on by Russian hookers. I know that's what I would have did. I'd have find those Russian
Photoshop.
Photoshop the
Just
shit
make
out of them.
some, make some,
exactly. And keep saying fake shit until it's real.
Did you see Tom Arnold on CNN?
He's crazy as cat shit.
No, what
I
he
want to
do?
know what he's thinking. They interviewed him, and he was like,
He's going down. He's
basically,
going
is
down.
what he didn't say. It's like they're interviewing him. He gave very, very simple answers. What is he doing a project on? What?
It's on Vice.
Okay, he's doing a project on Vice, and he
Oh,
has
Lord.
videos and audio of Trump. He says, but he can't tell you what it is.
Is Trump
So-
using the
Until
N-word?
August when
is
the
Trump
show
using
comes
the
out.
N-word? That's what it is. He has video and audio of Trump saying the N-word.
Real? Is that what
That's
it
what
is?
it is.
How do you know?
It better be
Because
more
he
than that.
said it-
'cause
he
that's not
said it
gonna
years
move
ago.
That's not gonna move shit. If anything,
I
I
think
said
every-
that's what I feel too.
That's gonna for all the
goddamn-
people that are
I
like
don't
he talks
think-
like me. That's
I don't think
gonna
a lot
bring
of
him
people
right
will be
in.
surprised.
Orange is
I
the
don't
new
know,
black,
like-
guys.
Yes, orange is the new black.
They're asking-
Listen, if grab him by the pussy didn't get it, like
That's exactly
nigger is
it.
not gonna. that's
Saying,
not gonna-
let me tell you these niggers.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not gonna. It's just if that's the case, all the rappers gonna have to just really. They can't say shit.
Trump might lose his TV show, but he's not going to lose the presidency.
By the way,
over
to
there.
our viewers, we don't mean to talk about the president every single show, but it's like every day we wake up and there's something new that's broken.
No, yeah, but that was because
Actually,
I
we
was
do mean to
planning-
talk about him. We don't- it's
I
not
was
a
going to
mistake.
talk about something else. I wanted to talk about flowers and puppies and fuzzy warm walls, but I didn't know the Supreme Court was going to, put the travel ban back into effect. So
Yeah.
that's why we went there. But now we can shift gears
Yeah.
and talk about fun comedy stuff like, hey, remember that time you fucked that whore when we were doing the show 10 years ago? Remember that girl that came to Hyenas is like, oh, you're so tall and handsome. Yeah, can I lick mayonnaise off of you? You don't remember that?
So now we're just lying.
Now we're just, nah, that didn't happen.
Well, speaking of weird sexual stuff,
Oh, well, no, he didn't. No, he
No,
was.
no.
We did our shows.
no,
That's
no,
all we
but you,
did.
no, I didn't mean between y'all, but you,
No,
you just said lick mayonnaise
No,
off you. So
no,
hey,
the
since we
girls
got
at the
there-
show for
yeah,
him.
No, I get it. Hey, man,
I've done
listen,
shows with him at the Laugh Factory where women were waiting to rub his head.
Hey,
I told him no.
Yeah.
It's my no-no zone.
Eric's like, what are your intentions?
I don't want to need my pores clogged by your.
My skin is sensitive. so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need your oils.
Well, so, and every man has a right to say, I don't want to be touched. Much like in our next story, Terry Crews. Hashtag him too, right?
Right.
For those who don't know, Terry Crews is like the
William
just
Morris.
super jacked black actor. Like looks like he lifts SUVs in the morning.
Yeah.
For,
He does that Old Spice commercial
Yeah,
where he
Jiggles his boobies.
yeah jiggles.
Oh yeah, he just
Yeah, he
With his
bench
pecs.
presses
Fast.
cattle. That's
some
how
of that.
that
Big boy.
motherfucker.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, big boy.
So
Very funny.
He won't be in Expendables 4. He's been in the franchise since its inception. But I don't know if you guys heard, but
That. What do you mean that amazing movie?
It's the worst movie
franchise-
ever.
Wait a minute, he's
I
not going
can't.
to be in a. Fuck that, man.
I can't believe there's 4. Are
I
you
love
serious?
it though. You know I love
Are you
it.
serious? It's-
Huge
I
hit.
couldn't even watch the rest of the first one.
They're
Huge
all
hit.
expendable.
yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
all those scripts.
There's
were
only 2 guys
Expendables.
that have died actually in the entire series so
Oh
far.
my god.
No, I actually watch it and enjoy it.
I love it because it's like a money grab for old guys. I love
Yeah,
it.
of
Get your
course.
money, man.
Yeah, get
I'm
it.
shocked
Yeah.
that there's
I
4.
love
Do
it.
the same shit you've been doing.
Yeah,
and
people
just
love it. What do
Shoot
you
a
want?
gun. Yeah.
Yeah,
Put a
hasta la
cigar out.
vista.
You're delivering
baby.
exactly what you promised, and
Exactly,
people leave
yeah.
happy.
No,
It's like great.
It's
I
like
was with
Fast
my
and Furious.
I watched it with my nephews on like pay-per-view at home when I was babysitting them, and I was like, "We're turning this off."
No.
So I'm like, "No, this is."
No, I'm not going to watch it. I'm just saying I love the
I know.
idea.
I did
that-
watch
Alright,
it. You
it
know
was-
why I
it
watched
was
it? Because
so
sometimes
bad.
you got to watch really dumb shit and a lot of stuff exploding.
Also,
It's so-
we're men. So it's like, hey, we got a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and freaking Jet Li
And Claude Van Damme.
and Jason Statham and Sylvester Stallone and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wesley
Who
Snipes.
else is in this movie?
I do like Wesley Snipes. I do love me some Wesley.
It's like
And Chuck
it's like a
fucking
movie
Norris.
with it's like a movie with Transformers versus G.I. Joe
Yeah.
versus Voltron. You'd be
Plus-
like,
plus
holy
Pacific
fuck.
Rim.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
cream
just
in my pants
testosterone.
before
Right.
the shit was over.
There's a movie coming out called King of All Monsters, where it's
Lord.
King Kong versus Godzilla. You don't think people are gonna go see that shit?
I thought they already had that.
No,
No, they had one way back in the day.
A new one. With
So
the,
there's going to be one more Godzilla movie in next year, and then 2020 they're going to be King Kong versus
More
Godzilla.
Godzilla?
it's gonna be Godzilla is a huge franchise.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
get
man.
that, but like
One of the originals.
Why was-
Eric is
Love
in
the
the
movie.
next two films.
he's the voice
Godzilla.
of the gods of Godzilla.
yeah.
Well, Terry Crews, he's not going to be in this
back
in
to
this
that.
fourth one. Oh yeah, that dude.
Yeah, why?
Right.
I know, because he was sexually harassed. They grabbed his balls.
so there's an agent over at William Morris, right? Named
I know him.
Adam Bennett.
I know him.
Okay, stop.
It's
I know
WME
him.
now.
Yes. So
Doesn't make me gay. I know
So
him.
Terry Crews had a suit against him, was suing him anyways over a groping charge, right? Like apparently this dude like groped Terry Crews, and you know this kind of Terry Crews came out with this during like the Weinstein
A while
Me Too
ago,
thing.
yeah.
And first announced it, and I always thought it was interesting because, you know, the Me Too movement, yes, overwhelmingly happens to women in this industry where they are,
Right.
you know, where men use power to manipulate them. But I thought this was an interesting story in that it happened to a man, and it does happen on that side too. And there are people in power who would do this to a man as well. So it's really
I've
just
had that
about
happen.
these people in power
real, I'm not joking.
trying to
Yeah, I was gonna say,
manipulate
I bet-
the pawns, right? So
Yeah, I've had that.
I mean, as much
Not
as you have
groped.
your,
I haven't been. I wasn't groped, but
Are you about to
yeah.
Me Too right now?
No,
I want to hear this.
No,
Let it-
honestly,
let it out, Shang.
William
Who touched you,
Morris.
Shang?
There was an agent at William Morris that called me 5 times. Like, we saw you at a show. We want you to come in. We want to meet. I said, okay.
Is it a guy or girl?
There's a guy.
Okay.
And he said, can we meet at a restaurant? I said, I'm thinking Hollywood. That's cool. I meet him at the restaurant and we talk about it. And he says, hey, man, maybe we can talk later on at my house. I said, well, no, I have to pick my son up, but we can meet at the office.
my son that I had
bet
with a
something like
woman.
this too.
Yeah.
My son
I didn't
that I
just,
had
I
with
didn't
a
just
lady.
bounce out and say, yo, I like vagina, so I got pussy at the house. So I didn't do that.
I got some trim.
Because I thought, let me just be, cool. And I was being calm. And he said, well, I mean, if you come over, maybe we can talk. I can get some wine. And I'm like, no, I'm going to pick up my son. I can meet you in the office, or I can talk to somebody else in the office. And the more I kept saying, he said, you sure you don't want to be part of the life? And I said, you know what? I'm flattered, because I thought, let me play it cool. I'm flattered, but no, I'm good. But thank you. Now this is them calling me 5 times, kept calling me, because initially I thought it couldn't be real.
You thought it was you, man.
I thought it was actually they want, and then all of a sudden I hit them up thinking I'm going to be signed to William Morris, because that's what they told me, and magically not one call returned. Right after that, not one call returned. I said, well, hey, they talked. I met with him at the restaurant.
Well, you know what this means.
Did you try inviting him to your house, Shang?
Fuck, I should have
Hey,
said.
let's go back to my crib. You should get into wine, man. Let's just start there.
The problem was the wine.
man
Right?
just
If you
wanted
said
to have a wine.
tequila, you're
No,
on board.
no.
You're used to comedy
It was
condo
very
mayonnaise.
obvious. Yeah.
I've had something similar happen to me. Yeah.
Well, I mean, seriously.
Yeah. And they'll be like, I don't know. I shouldn't tell this. I'll tell
I
this.
mean, it's too late, man.
All right, I'll tell you
Nice.
a story.
Go ahead.
But basically, it's like, and I work clean, so I'm hesitant to use the bad words. But it's no, I just want to.
I'll do them for you.
All right.
Okay.
I know. I just want to blow you. Well, I'm not gay. No, you don't have to be gay. I just want to blow you.
Yeah.
I just want to.
But
That would make
me
that would
gay,
do it,
and
yeah.
I don't think I can even get hard. Like I don't think I could.
Yeah.
No, but you don't have to. I just want. I was like, oh my god, yeah. So I had one of those.
Exactly. So what do you say to that?
I said no, thank you, because I was raised in the Midwest.
He's
No,
so
thank
nice.
you.
No, thank you.
Appreciate it, but I'm good.
Oh, that's kind of you, but
That happens a lot.
Now-
I mean, that's happened to me many
happened to me,
times. Like
yeah.
guys, I mean, that's just yeah.
I mean,
wait, not
but
just
in
guys,
industry.
right? Yeah, talking about like industry.
I mean,
Well,
industry,
yeah,
yeah.
well,
promising you something else.
Not promising, but you
Or-
work like it's.
you
without
could
them
use help
verbalizing-
from you could use
That's
help from
exactly.
them, right?
He could help me.
He could help you.
They're basically using their status or
their power. Yeah.
That
They're
is- that is
implying-
try
it.
to get something, and if it doesn't work, then they're abusing their
And
power.
we got to understand
Right,
that for
right.
every 1,000th time this might happen to one of us as a guy, this is like
as an okay guy looking guy, I'm sure happens to a beautiful woman. I'm sure happens like 1,000 times.
And she could be a fucking hostess at
Exactly.
TGI Fridays,
Exactly.
and it's her manager, and she's just trying to get the shifts so she
Exactly.
can fucking pay off her Hyundai. And then, you know
So
what
I'm
I
not
mean?
complaining. That's I'm hesitant to say it, but it's like I have had it happen. Yeah, where somebody in the industry, they could help me.
Well, I don't even think
I'm not
'cause
repped. I've
this
got a
doesn't-
manager, but not a.
But Terry
And
Crews,
I think we should. But I think it's important for men to tell these stories too, not in the light of us complaining or trying to negate anything that have happened to women, but honestly as a support mechanism to say it's not honestly just you guys. You know what I mean?
And it's not right.
And it's not right. Like it's not right.
Yeah.
You know, because like so what happens with Terry Crews now going on this thing is that as a result of a suit against this Adam Bennett at William Morris, another like producer gets involved, Avi Lerner, who's a producer on The Expendables, and so Crews alleges that there's that a sort of vague threat was made, like trouble, quote unquote, will be lurking if you don't drop this suit. So not only was there the initial like groping and sort of insult there, but then you have intimidation behind that, and
that's a nice looking baby there. Too bad if he wasn't with his mother.
Yeah, threatening of the career. Like
because the thing is, like on our side, it's hard to even know how this stuff works. Like we don't have a lot of insight into the casting stuff. I don't know. So if you're up for a few things and then somebody's like, "Oh no, it would really helped," you're like, that's the most frustrating part, I think.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. First couple gigs I did with Eric,
I never knew this, Shang.
he wanted 10 more minutes of material to do. And I was like, I like your material, but we got to keep to the time. And
the Jewish pit bull got to you, huh?
and he's like, I can do a beatbox if you want me to. And I went, no, Eric, I'm good. And then when I didn't go with it, all of a sudden complaints from management. It was a bad time.
Now you can't share the green room anymore.
Now I can't work. You know what? I don't even feel comfortable with you right now.
I'm what you call Savage AF.
No, but okay, I'll give you an example. Like now with comedy, men don't deal with it as much, but I'm sure women do. Why the fuck are you that close?
I know, God. I don't know how you deal with that. Just Zoom.
Just go.
Just use the Zoom.
You're freaking me out.
Oh my God.
He wants to see your
You're freaking
pores.
me out. You're freaking me the fuck out.
Just
no, I'm
getting
kidding.
right
I'm kidding.
up in the face
But no,
with
I'm just saying. I'm sure women
Camera.
comedians deal with it when
I'm
they're
sure
trying
it's
to get
way worse.
Yeah, when they're trying to get a booking, and if they're
Horrible.
kind of hot,
Yep.
if they're kind of hot,
yeah.
even if they're not hot, because men we'll fuck a.
Even if they're not.
We'll fuck a Komodo dragon if it looks like it got a nice ass. So.
I got harassed.
Harassed, but women know how to use this to their advantage. I
Right.
mean, you're a headliner.
No,
you're,
not all
Whoop,
women.
whoop,
You
slow
can't say
down.
that. Not all women
Dude.
do. I do.
I can't enforce
But
it.
not all women do.
I
not
cannot
all women
endorse
do.
that statement.
But I will say,
a lot of women.
there are women who get booked on shows because comics or bookers are trying to fuck them, and I mean, at least.
But that kind of enforces the point, right? So the
Right.
thing is, like, if a woman understands that, now she's left with the decision of, okay, do I stand my ground and just be me and my woman, or throw on some heels in this thing and tell this stupid dude what he wants to hear so I can get some stage time and advance my career?
You
And
gotta play the
she
game.
shouldn't have
You
to
gotta
do
put-
that, right? Like, I don't have to
Yes,
think
she
about.
should have to do that. No.
I don't have to think about what I'm wearing in the sense of like, is this booker gonna like me in these jeans so that I can get this thing? You know what I mean? Like that's just not
should
a
be,
level
are
that
you-
they
are you getting
should
laughs or
have
not
to
getting
deal
laughs?
with, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, like and so yeah.
Can you
women
beatbox
do
or
that.
not, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Women use their sexuality to manipulate men, but honestly, that's because men
Are dumb?
need that. Yeah, like some dudes are like that.
Wow.
Like they're fucking animals. Yeah.
People like the middle of the country, not that smart. Men, kind of dumb. And I'm the one that's edgy.
I
He's
agree.
clean, but he's sneaky clean.
I'm
like
dark.
Since he's like, I don't use profanity, but you're kind of stupid. Wait a minute, man. Hold on.
How do I put this?
How do
You're
I
dumb.
put this?
You're
You're
dumb.
not the brightest pebble on the beach.
All the men in the
You're
Midwest
down.
right now are like, is he talking about us?
No,
And
2
you're-
negatives equal a positive. I called you dumb and not smart, so those together
Yeah,
doesn't
see,
equals
not
a
You
positive.
have
smart.
a great personality.
I love how
Okay.
Trump the other day goes talking about Maxine Waters, and he goes, "She is a low IQ person," and I'm like, "That's a dumb way
That's a
to
low
say it."
IQ sentence.
Well, yeah, but we
She
already
has a
know
low
he
IQ.
speaks,
She don't talk
he
good.
speaks at a third grade level. Is it third grade level or second
But
grade
the
level?
hand gestures are like fourth grade.
Those are fourth
There's
grade.
not
It's a
much
lot
difference.
going
Advanced.
on.
Okay.
I'm actually glad you brought that up, Eric. Just going back to politics real quick, because
shoot.
that is one of the things
look what
infuriating
you
me though is
What?
them trying to get at Maxine Waters right now, and because she's always
I know she
she's been
said
hollering about
harass
something.
people.
But yeah,
Fuck
she
'em.
did straight up say harass people.
I like it. I like it.
But I mean, I don't think
I like where she's coming from.
I don't think she means grab them in the pussy, right?
mean-
She's not talking about that. There are ways to politically, legally harass, hound your elected officials.
Call 'em.
right?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Call 'em
which
every
is
day.
What we're talking about, but then the party, what's his name? Sabato Jr.
Anthony Sabato.
Anthony
Yeah.
Sabato.
Yeah.
He's running out here in California, right? And
Yeah.
he's
Isn't
talking
he a
about
singer?
He was
an actor.
He's a really bad actor.
Horrible actor.
Suavemente.
Yeah, he was B minus
Suave.
C plus at best.
No, you're being generous.
We have a habit of electing actors.
But he's saying we should throw Maxine Waters, in jail or whatever. And I'm like, listen, bro, don't get on Auntie Maxine. This is one of those civil right old black women. Like you don't, like.
And plus,
if you
it's
want to
like,
get the black
if that's the
community
case, we
riled
should
up,
throw Trump
we
in
will
jail.
clap talking you like, don't talk about Auntie.
Yes.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like it's like if someone tried to fuck with Dolores Huerta. All the
Yeah.
Mexicans be like, no, don't
Yeah.
fuck
Not,
with
not
Dolores.
at all. She
That's
goes
my
in.
abuelita, okay, motherfucker.
But
Don't
I'm
fuck
letting
with
you
her.
know now, right now, if that's the case, we should throw Trump in jail because Trump has actually told. I like to punch him in the face,
Yeah.
drag him out
Yeah.
on a stretcher.
Yeah.
Oh, he said all kind of horrible shit. So if that's
But
the
you
case,
can say stuff.
but it's
You're
a
allowed to
double
say
standard. But now
Well, he's Teflon
she's
Don.
allowed to say stuff too.
Teflon.
Yeah, she's
she's allowed to say
exactly, that's-
harass them and immobilize and make sure that you won't accept it.
I mean, you know what's complete bullshit is Sarah Palin once had a map with crosshairs on it with legislators on the map
Yeah.
that were anti-gun, quote unquote. Gabby Gibbons
targets,
was
yeah.
one of the targets. It was shot in the head.
Shot in the head. Yeah.
So
2 months later.
What?
Yeah, you know
Yes.
about that?
Yes,
There you go.
and
I think she's just tactless.
Yeah,
Well,
but so
they're all
she can be
tactless.
tactless, but Maxine Waters can't be like, "Hey, harass your congressman, harass your senators."
they're
talk to
hypocrites.
these
They're
people."
double standards, and plus they always put their dick in the mayonnaise.
That's it.
See what
You know, I'm never gonna eat a sandwich to you again, bro.
I'm just saying.
Bring packets.
No, comics told me that, and I was like, "You horrible, funny human beings! Why would you do something so disgusting?"
I'm such a damaged guy. I traveled with those Lysol wipes. When I
Yeah,
stayed at that place,
yeah.
I wiped down the whole
No,
place.
when you
I'm
stay
not
in a
kidding, dude.
comedy condo,
Oh, I
you don't
wiped
know.
down the whole
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I bring up one of those lights.
Doorknobs.
I bring one of those lights.
You have black lights?
Black light.
And I black light.
Oh.
For
Look
people
like
who
this.
don't know, there are a lot of clubs that book touring comics, and they will actually rent out a condo
Or
or
they
an
own a
apartment
condo.
that
They
they
own a
or
condo.
own it, and then have whoever's headlining.
Stay there.
No, the
Is it-
headliner and the
In
feature
the
a lot of
middle.
times.
Not always, but like sometimes
Yeah.
it just
But-
depends on the place.
is it
The
that
point-
much cheaper to have a condo
To own the
than to
condo?
rent
Yes.
a
If
hotel?
someone's
if
always
you could
in
rent
it,
if you could rent a place for $2,000 a month, yeah, for sure.
instead of having a nightly
Especially like
hotel.
the River Center used to do 5 or 6 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
you'd
do a
have-
lot of shows.
Yeah, you'd have a lot of shows there,
Right.
and there's 2 of you, so it's like that's
Yeah,
it's
I
12
guess so.
nights.
But then you
12
got to like maintain it. And
You
gotta,
pay a maid one time a month. It was gross,
Oh,
That's
one time
why-
a month?
or something like that. It was
Oh,
bad,
God.
dude.
But the
Yeah,
thing
they're
is,
not in there cleaning weekly.
not at all.
they don't.
So I actually would
Take up
clean.
the
I
mail.
when I did Zanies, I cleaned up. I know
Yeah,
it
yeah,
sounds
for
bad,
sure.
but they had cleaning products, so I was like, well, I'm here anyway. So
Yeah, I don't want
I'll
to
clean
get
up.
hepatitis. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd wipe down everything. I'd get gloves and wipe down the bathrooms, do everything.
yeah, so no, I do that all the time. Okay, we're about to take a break. Oh, one thing before we take a break, I know we're taking a break.
Yeah.
We forgot to make sure you let people know your social media. Let them know your social media.
Well, my
Eric?
jump off is ericschwartzlive.com. So you can get to everything from ericschwartzlive.com.
That's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
How do you
Oh,
spell
that's
your last
what
name, Eric?
It's ericschwartzlive.com.
Bam.
Wow.
And what's yours?
Mine's a little simpler. Kirk Smith comedy. KIRK Smith, like the standard ubiquitous white
Like a
name
maker
across
of
America. Comedy.
Agent
on
Smith. Yeah, same thing.
Instagram, Twitter,
Across all
Snapchat,
platforms.
Grindr. It's all the same. Kirk Smith
Grindr.
comedy.
That's it.
Add me, guys. Come see me.
That's it.
Guys, at Jeff Orea is URREA is the last name. Cassie always
It
cracks up
changes every time.
because no one it's Orea.
That's how you say it.
I know, but he changes.
Así se deletrea, deletrero del
Urea.
principio.
See?
Urea. It's actually urea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Eric
it's
can say it better than
Urea.
me.
Yeah,
And
it is
Eric Curl is
Urea.
ours.
Yours.
URREA.
Twink?
Jeff Furia.
I'm at Twinkie, TWNKEE. Check out Dang Comedy Live and Dash Comedy. And I actually have a show. Dan Comedy Live is coming to the Laugh Factory Hollywood on July 9th.
Dang.
Yeah.
So 7:45 show.
Holla at your boy Black Pedro on the Instagrams. See, I'm up with the kids at Black Pedro. At Black Pedro on the Instagrams. Holla at me.
And mine is comedian SHANG on Twitter and Instagram. And if you go to any of the things, we're going to be back in a minute. We're taking a break on Savage AF on Dash
Radio.
and you can check us out on iTunes this following Monday. You can check us out on iTunes and all the podcast platforms.
Stitcher. All that, maybe.
All right.
All right, we're breaking. We'll be right back, y'all.
Let me know if you want me to say a word to Randy Butler for you.
All right.
All right, and we're on.
No, say something.
And that's how we get back. That's how we get back to
That's
the show.
how we come right back in the show. Let me tell you something. You know, I really
I'll just bust
don't. I
your
don't.
balls.
No,
I'll
no.
bust your
I
balls.
bust my. I don't bust. I mean, come on. I'm a comedian. As much as I bust balls, how can I be mad at my balls being busted? But
Such
and
nice
as
balls, too.
I have nice balls to be busted.
Very nice, plump.
They're plump. They look good on you.
They'll burst very nicely.
The way they. I don't understand.
Very bustable balls you
Have fun
have.
storming the castle. I'm such
This
a weird
is
reference.
Savage as fuck. That's how
Yeah,
it is,
this
right?
is Savage. We came back in. No,
We don't say hello when we come back from break. You just catch us mid conversation.
yeah, we just come back
and
in
catch
it.
up.
And yeah, that ain't our fault that you slow.
Yeah.
Slow ass listeners. No, the listeners. Okay, I want to say again. Make sure you check us out on all the platforms pertaining to podcasts. Savage AF. You can check us out on iTunes. Also,
Stitcher.
you can download the Dash Radio app. Make sure you download the Dash Radio app and get Dash Comedy. Make sure you listen to our show. Our show is Wednesdays and Fridays.
7 and 9 p.m.
7 to 9 p.m.
Pacific Standard Time.
Yes, and you can listen to it. So the first, you'll listen to it Wednesday. If you miss it Wednesday, you can listen to it again Friday. If you miss it Friday, which you won't miss it because then there'll be a problem. Then you can listen to it on Monday. Monday.
You can download on iTunes.
You can download it. You can download it.
Stitcher if you have Android, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Dash
They
Com-
do that, then they can listen
And
whenever.
it's also it's also in all GNC.
all
GM.
GM.
General
my
Motors.
bad. General
General
Motors.
Motors.
All General Motors.
It's not a weight gain. Our show is not a weight gain. Sorry, guys,
Not
but-
GNCs.
Energy bar.
I'm in GM cars.
Yeah.
And we are in
Dash
the
is
dash.
in the dash.
So if you buy a
in
dash,
the
if you buy a
dash.
GM,
Dash.
In
where,
dash.
and how many are we in? How many are we in?
All the new
All the
2018.
2018 GM vehicles.
Wow.
And newer.
We're in all of them. So you could be driving, you can listen to us rant and talk about weird stuff and taking
Hey,
cleaners and
worked.
wiping off.
It works, y'all. My sister, she just got a couple months ago a GMC Terrain.
Oh, yeah.
And
you need to do a video
yeah.
of us listening to her.
yeah,
of
and
her.
she has the app in her dash, and
really?
she dashes with us. every
Okay,
now and
so
Is she
we-
listening to right now?
Yes.
yeah, she better be.
She
better be. And if
What's
she's
up,
not, I'm
sis?
mad.
What's up, sis? We're
also-
actually also on Slacker Radio now.
Slacker.
Yeah.
Slacker is another outlet with 30 million listeners.
So
Hey.
yeah, so we're on
But-
Slacker.
Hot
Dash,
30 million.
and Dash Comedy is one of the only select stations they put. on
Okay,
there.
there you
Whoa.
go. So we're on Slacker, and also if you have Facebook, you
You might.
if you might have a little thing called Facebook, go to the Facebook page.
and we're talking
join.
to you, Russia.
Yeah, because we know what you're doing.
Go to Facebook, y'all.
Go
Like
to
the
Facebook
page.
and like the page, Savage AF, and make comments. If you don't like what we said, say it. If you do like what we said, say it. If you don't like what we said, I appreciate you saying it because maybe I'll learn something. Because sometimes the way the world's been going, I feel like I don't know what the fuck's going on. And it's yeah, especially with Randy Butler. No, I'm kidding. Whenever I finally connect with him, he'll probably go, "I heard what you said about me on your Savage AF show. I didn't appreciate it." I'm like, "Well, fuck, okay."
you and your feelings. Fuck your feelings. That's all
See
it
that?
is.
Yeah.
That's our catchphrase.
I want to
here.
get booked back down there. I do want to get booked. I mean, there's other clubs I do down
It's a
there.
great
but
club.
I want to do.
It's
I
a
want to
great
do the
club.
run. I mean,
Yeah.
Fort Worth pays low.
Well, they've got 3 now, right? They've
Yeah,
got the Plano
I've done the
one,
Dallas one. I've done the
and
Dallas
Fort
one.
Worth, yeah.
I've done the Dallas.
Fort Worth's
I've done
my
Fort Worth.
favorite,
I haven't
yeah.
done Plano. I don't think they're gonna book me in Plano.
Yeah, you want to stick to Dallas.
Yeah, I
Fort
think
Worth.
I'll
You're
I'll
too
stick to
dirty for Dallas. I don't
I'm
think
too dirty.
Plano's for
I'm
you.
too way too dirty for Dallas. So Plano.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not real big at the perimeter cities, but I do okay. I do all right for
More
a
Fort
comic.
Worth guy.
Yeah, for a comic that tells people to eat his balls.
That's just a setup, everybody.
That's just the beginning of the joke. Eat my balls. Welcome, Cleveland.
Your mountain oysters. That's what
My mountain oysters? Is that really?
That's in Denver, though.
that's a,
I did not
Mountain
know they
oysters,
call it.
Rocky Mountain
What do you
oysters.
call your
Rocky
balls?
Mountain
My testes, my
Yeah.
sack, my balls.
See? Do you have a specific name for your balls?
Pelotas.
Pelotas.
My pelotas. Peloncitas.
Wow.
My
Wait.
peloncitas.
Does everybody here speak Spanish?
Black Pedro? What
I
do you
grew
call
up in
your balls?
Ecuador, yeah,
Yeah, I
so
know
that's
you
my
speak
first
Spanish.
He
language.
speaks better Spanish
Yeah.
than me.
Oh, really?
I'm a quarter step Mexican. My stepdad
Right.
is Mexican.
Right.
Okay.
And then
A quarter
Pedro,
step.
do you speak?
quarter step.
Yeah.
Mexican.
I speak
Legally.
poquito. No, I speak it.
Legally speaking, I mean.
But I learned it in
Speak
school.
poquito, tiny.
It was my minor in college.
Okay.
And I used to be fluent, and sometimes I get back to it, but like right now, I did some stand up in Spanish.
Okay.
I did it twice.
That's good shit.
And
Okay.
it's hard. Oh my God.
I did it. I've done
like
it once.
your whole set?
Yeah, I just did. First time I did 5 minutes, and the second time I did 17 minutes, and it's like doing comedy again for the first
It's like
time.
rewrite everything.
The
It's
Laugh
crazy.
Factory on their Latino night, they hit me up one night and they're like, yeah, we're trying something new. We kind of want to do it like, all Spanish sets. Can you do that? I was like, see. I did it. I mean, I needed to. I wanted the stage time. I'm not gonna be like, no, Laugh Factory, don't book me. But
No,
I
you didn't
I
flip
tried my
out,
best,
see?
but then like 3 minutes in, I was like, fuck this. My name is Pedro. I'm black. I can't do it.
No, when they
I'm
called
from Detroit.
when they called me, I told them besame culo. Besame culo, you fucking putas.
But you don't know.
You don't know?
That's hilarious because this is not a group you would think everyone could understand or speak Spanish. I can understand Spanish
You know when I'm best at Spanish?
when you're drunk.
No.
On a date with a Spanish girl.
Beautiful women. Like it's no. I swear to
in.
God.
Obviously, pay attention.
Shang, do you remember last time we were in the
Suave.
Bahamas, dog?
Wow.
There was this Colombiana that she was sitting on the beach looking like everything. And I walked up like, hey, can I get you a drink? And she was like, no, and I was just like, like I just came with all this Spanish all of a sudden.
Yeah,
What's your background, Pedro? What your what are you doing?
No. My mother's side of the family is from Trinidad y Tobago, right?
Okay.
And my great grandfather was from Venezuela, but ultimately we're Hernandez from Spain on that side. And
Okay.
then my father was black, so that's why I look this way. But Trinidad is the Spanish were the first Europeans there, but then the British conquered it. So it's an English speaking island at this
Right.
point. So my grandfather spoke, but not to us, and blah blah blah. So yeah, it's just not a requirement in my family.
So
we're the
my-
other Hernandez.
I come from a really my
Jack
dad's
Urrea.
my
That's right.
dad's Mexican. My mom is white, but like the drunker my mom gets, the more Mexican she suddenly becomes. Like I saw her on Mother's Day. She's like, "Oh my gosh, Jeffrey, I was hanging out with my compa Lori,
Compa.
and we got
Mis
all
compas.
borracha." I was like, "Take it easy, Kathy.
Settle down.
Easy there.
Martha.
Cállate, Kathy. Cállate."
Catherine Weinberg, if you don't stop.
Tranquilo.
But I think that I'm gonna tell you right now, because I call my balls, I call them one's Thor
Oh my God.
and the other one is Thanos.
I used to
And,
call
good and evil.
I used to call my boyfriend's dick Mia Moore. Or
That's
no,
it.
Mia. What is it?
Myanmar?
Myanmar?
No.
Miramax?
The hammer.
El martillo.
Malmir.
No,
Oh, the Thor hammer? The Thor hammer?
It's Malmir.
it's me.
Havala.
No.
Valhalla. I was thinking.
that's
How
where
did we
they
get to
live.
the?
a
How
Jewish
did we get to
pastry.
this?
Halava.
My balls, I like to call Zap and Roger.
Right.
I give them that computer love.
More
Zap.
bounce. More bounce.
My girlfriend calls her boobs Guinevere and Ophelia.
refined
it's
memories.
Mionir.
Yeah.
Mionir?
Mjolnir.
Okay.
So now that we started off in this,
out-nerded
now that
me.
we've all named our genitalia,
yeah.
Kirk,
so-
what do you
And
call your
others.
dick?
hashtag testes.
testes.
And I hope the
So
listeners
we're all-
appreciate this.
So we're all
Call mine
basically
Cain and
Spanish
Abel.
speakers. That's crazy.
No,
So we should call this episode Salvaje. Salvaje.
Damas y caballeros,
Salvaje.
bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio con las pelotas de Shang.
He's an accent.
He's talking about your balls.
I so
I think it could work, Shang.
I
think
can
you start a
speak
Spanish
I
one.
can speak patois. I can speak a little bit
speak-
of Dutch.
I could do patois.
patois, and
Really?
Jamaican patois would be. You like what?
Well, me I
Oh my
learn,
God.
me
And
I
there's-
learn patois because me I used to be a selector down in Jamaica.
Come down.
Guan warrior, must
Oh my God.
Shaky warrior.
You guys
Nah,
can
me
watch.
can't
You guys
hear.
can watch the new Luke Cage. The new Luke
Y'all
Cage
think I'm
season.
bullshitting? That's real
Literally
shit.
half of them are speaking, and I have to put on the subtitles.
Patois.
I have no idea what they're saying. I have no idea.
I can't hear. I can't
and
understand
Dutch
it
is alsjeblieft wegwees en das gaan doen. Dat is flikken.
Hoe gaat het?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
We international on Savage as fuck.
Yeah.
That's
see.
International as
I
fuck.
went out. I did
Salvaje.
shows. I did shows in Amsterdam, and I bet the promoter.
Punto.
I did
bet
that
him
show.
that I bet him. I said I can learn your shit in about 2 weeks. He said enough to get on go on stage, and then he said a bet, and I said that's I mean that's a lot of euros, dude. I'm fucking with you, and then I like every night I focus. So by the end of that time, I had it, and then I started to learn how to meet women. Didn't realize over in Amsterdam you don't really need to meet them. You could just go and buy them out of a window.
Out of the window. How much is that doggy in the window?
I did that
So,
gig at Raymond Islat.
Wow,
Right?
I did that. Yes,
Yeah. And they taught me the password. The password that the Dutch used to have to say to like get around the Germans or something, like the password to get
Oh,
back
wow.
into Holland.
Oh.
And if you could say it convincingly, then they would let you in. If you couldn't say it right,
Right.
and this is the word, it's Schreifeningen.
Schleiflingen.
Schreifeningen.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Schleiflingen.
Yeah.
That was the password to get back in the
I mean, who doesn't know that?
doesn't know
German
that?
War II.
I can do that.
Oh.
Schleifingen.
No, but you did. I did that show. I did the Comedy
Schleifeningen.
Factory.
Yeah.
and I was Regilio. Regilio does it in Utrecht
Rogelio.
and Rotterdam and Amsterdam, and I did a bunch of tours over there.
Cool.
I love Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. No, it's like everybody thought, oh, you're going over there for the weed. No, I'm going to build my fan
It's
base.
beautiful.
Going for the women in the
That place
windows.
is beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I really, like comedy wise, I'll give you an example. I know we're going to segue into something else. But comedy wise, like for us to do comedy, like as long as, well, you've been doing it for how long?
24 years.
Okay, you're up there with it.
Yeah.
That means you've been doing it for a while. How long you been doing it?
No, I just started, man. 13.
13.
That's a lot, though.
19 for me.
Ooh.
Wow.
How long?
11 years.
You guys
Okay.
are old.
Oh, fuck. No.
kidding.
I started
young.
when I was 7.
Okay.
Me too.
I'm at 29.
There you go. Yeah. Get in
29
there, dog.
years. I've been doing it 29 years.
This is very interesting.
And I've
show.
been headlining, luckily. Like, I became a headliner out of, like, they had to put me last. And I was saying so much inflammatory shit that they went, maybe we should put you up at the end. I'm serious. Like, that literally, a booker said that to me. Said, like, I don't know if Steve Middleman can follow you after you do the Satan worship sodomy joke.
Steve Middleman.
Yeah, because I'm just the truth. I was working with Steve
don't know who that
Middleman.
is. Steve
I was
Middleman.
a feature.
I thought that was a name you made up.
No.
Because he's
Is that
the
really
middle
a guy?
man.
Like the whitest
I thought
name
that
you
was
can
like-
think of.
I thought no,
He's a comedian, a
thought that
very
was some
funny,
genius.
clean
Funny.
comedian.
a genius moniker.
And they would put me before him, and even if I go clean, I still would do Satan worship jokes and sodomy jokes, but I wouldn't,
Sodomy
use
jokes
profanity.
aren't clean.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't use
he's
any
saying
No,
he
profanity.
wasn't.
the other
Oh,
guy
okay.
was
Got
good.
it.
But
Yeah, and so they
Definitely
thought,
not Shang.
For me personally, as a comic, I like to ride that wave, dude. I want to go after someone that crushes for 20, 30 minutes, versus someone who's bombing for 8 or 10.
no.
I want to go after someone who's crushing.
I'd rather follow somebody
guy.
that absolutely eats a bag of balls. I want their
You don't
comic.
get anxious? Like for me, I get
No,
anxious. I'm like,
I want
get
them
me
to
on
have the
stage
worst
now.
set ever. No, of course I want.
It's a challenge.
Wait,
It
actually
makes
Wait,
you work hard,
when we
makes
did
you better.
Victorville, did you want me to bomb?
You okay? All right. Listen.
Oh,
Number one.
Victorville. Now you're just bragging.
Nice. No,
Bragging.
Victorville was very
all the
interesting.
best rooms.
But no, I think comics, as comics, we're lucky that like we're still in the game. Think about it. There's a lot of comics I started with 29 years ago that aren't doing comedy.
Yeah.
And we still tell jokes. We can still get up on stage and do it. A lot of people can't do what the fuck we do. Let's
That's
keep
true.
it real.
Yeah.
To be able to get up in front of somebody and do 20 to 25 minutes of funny shit in front of strangers and still kill is some, we're witches and warlocks.
You know, when I moved to LA, I started taking acting classes, and being around other artists is pretty cool. But I started to notice something. I was like, man, I can do what they can do, but they can't do.
Like a lot
what
of
I can
actors.
do.
No, let's keep it real. A lot of actors, dramatic actors. Do you ever see a comedic actor go to do a drama and kill it?
Yeah.
Like Robin Williams.
All the
I mean,
time.
even though I know he
Drama's
passed.
easier.
Robin Williams. If you look at him in dramatic roles,
He's
if you look at him in
amazing.
comedic roles, he was fucking amazing. But look at him in dramatic roles, he was killing it. Whereas, and I've seen some dramatic actors try to be funny,
Oh, no.
and they're not as funny.
Because comedy, actually,
Yeah.
acting, comedy is the hardest.
It's
to do.
hard. Yeah,
it's the hardest.
I
to
I mean,
do.
what would you say? Would you say that?
For
Absolutely.
sure. I mean,
I-
listen,
Yeah.
I'm acting right now not to cry. So yeah, if they're like, I need
Yeah,
you
I
to
think-
show some emotion and flip this table over, no problem.
Because acting is really the good acting is really the absence of acting is actually experiencing something.
Right.
And when you do comedy, it's figuring out how to really exhibit natural,
Truth.
real behavior.
Truth, yeah.
True behavior, but in a higher stakes environment. That's where the comedy comes from.
Right.
And it's the same thing in drama. So I think that when dramatic actors go, "Oh, I'm doing comedy," then they put something else on it that doesn't need to be there, and it does not look real.
I think comedy is already harder just because comedy involves many more factors, and it's very. I call comedy a math problem.
What?
And I think it takes a lot more. I'm not saying people can't do it, but I think it takes different skills to be able to do comedy versus to do drama.
Yeah, it's just the most. I mean, comedy is the most subjective probably thing on this planet, right? Like to say what is funny will never
Right.
ring true with every person on the planet, right?
No, that's not true.
So when,
no, it's not.
so when you
I'm
get
fucking
when
with
you
you.
get a bunch of strangers into a room and try and find the common ground of what's fun, I mean that's the work that we do. Is like,
I think
what
it's-
is going to make all of these strangers.
It's
laugh.
amazing.
And,
I think
and
that-
actually that's not even how we approach it, right?
Yeah.
We just approach our own truth. And it finds a common ground with audiences, right? Like because we tell them what's funny, but
If
that's
you're good.
right? Yeah, that's
Well,
the
no,
skill set.
if you're good, even if you're slightly good, I mean, I think people don't realize when you see a comic bombing. Like, have you seen somebody bombing? Even if you're not bombing, you're sitting there going, "Oh, that's so fucked up." Like you feel it as another comic, whereas in the audience will be like, both of them suck. They both suck. But to me, I've watched comics bomb and felt like, "Oh, that's fuck. Oh."
Now, sometimes it's a guy
Pull
I
out
hate,
of the
and I'm like,
pull
yeah.
out of it. Something. Do something.
Now sometimes it's a guy I hate, and I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. You bomb Hiroshima in this motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay. No.
I think the most powerful thing is to be able to, and you guys have all done this long enough, where you can change the tone of a room.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you go in and it's not fun, and in 5 minutes
crank it up.
you can make it fun.
Okay. Well then.
Suddenly you have 100 people having fun, and they were
Well,
not
we
having
got
fun. when
another
you got there.
topic, but let me ask you guys this.
Yeah.
What's your favorite gig and room you've ever done?
Oh, God,
everybody.
that's too hard.
No, I mean, because some people, like, I know specifically, like, the 2 rooms that I go. Those are the best rooms I've ever done. The crowd is the greatest for me. Like, do you have a room? Because some people say the Ice House, or they'll
Yeah.
say the Laugh Factory, or they'll say they know what club.
I guess there's so many great rooms that I've done, but Ice House definitely be at
It's
the
one
top.
of the top. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, right.
And I always have a great time at Irvine Improv, man.
Man, that was
love
mine.
Irvine
That was
Improv.
mine. And I was
Really?
like, most
Yeah.
comics are like,
That's good.
I hate that room. They're so conservative down there. I'm like,
What?
motherfucker?
Well, it's huge. The room's
I blow the
huge.
back of I blow the back of that room out, man. Like that shit it's an amazing
So
experience.
you say the
almost every
Irvine
time.
Improv.
And I've worked there with a lot of like really great headliners who do pack out the room. So it's like when it's like that, when it's full, and you get and those people they laugh their fucking heads off.
So that would be yours. Would be the Irvine Improv.
Really?
in terms of just like all the improvs are my favorites.
All the
but
improvs,
like,
yeah.
But like
All the
that was
improvs.
that was like the first one that I did that was like large, like huge, and I was like, oh shit. And it was like, and that wave hit you, and you're like, holy fuck. And then I'm pretty consistent there, so it's like,
Okay, Kirk.
And also Madison Square Garden is one of my favorites. You guys, I don't know if you've heard.
I don't know.
Someday you guys will get to
I
experience
don't know
it.
if you've heard of it.
Got your ass.
I gotta
Radio
follow
City
that.
Music Hall. You know, I did.
What
Go
about
ahead,
you,
Kirk.
Kirk?
Well,
I
go
did a
ahead,
little
Kirk. What do you
short
like?
set
What-
at Radio City Music Hall. You know, it's just a short
Just
10.
a little thing.
Yeah.
What's
Kirk.
your favorite?
Kirk,
Out of all
You're not
of
gonna
them?
like this.
I know exactly who you're going to say.
I'm gonna say Fort Worth Hyenas.
Yeah.
No,
That's
that's,
a
a
great
killer.
room.
That
That's a
crowd,
killer.
bro, is trained.
They're
There's
excellent.
3 bouncers who are cops, and they come over to you once. You're like, this table needs a Pepsi. They're gone. Like they don't mess around. They're trained. They're there to laugh. They're not there to.
I love the
judge.
room. I fuck with Randy.
And then this
but-
is weird too, but St. John's Yuck Yucks, which sounds weird. You're out in the middle of nowhere, but the thing is, they're so excited to have you there that you feel like a superstar. It's sold out, low ceilings, everybody's squished in
Packed
these
in.
long tables, and they're just pumped to see you. Like they had it on their calendar for a month and a half,
Yeah.
and they're pumped.
Okay, so Yuck Yucks.
But
Yeah.
that specific
Irvine
Yuck
Improv.
Yucks, because there's a
That
couple
one.
of, yeah.
That
It's a
are-
chain
yeah,
of
I've
15.
done-
Yeah.
I've done those.
That's it. Yeah.
Favorite ever.
Ooh, favorite ever. I would say right now it has to be the main room at the Comedy Store for like a sold out show.
That's a good room.
It's a good
You
room.
say that? You said the main room?
The main room, the Comedy
Wow.
Store. I did it like a year ago. I was just moving
You
down to
relax
LA.
on
It's a
that.
tough room.
It's a tough room.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
That's your favorite.
destroyed, and like when I first started out, I think any young comic, Dane Cook was like a big influence for me when I first started out, because back in 07, 08, like that's when he was
No,
the
Dan
man.
Cook was one of
He
the.
was
No,
the man.
he was the biggest comic.
He was.
Superstar.
For
So
sure.
No question.
So I get off stage, I just crushed it, and I walk back, and he's back there. He looks at me, he goes, "Sounded good out there, man." I'm like, thanks, man. I was like trying to get all freaking giddy. And for me, I've been doing comedy for 11 years, but I managed a club in Ventura for so long. I'm like the kid who was homeschooled, and then I showed up to prom, but I did my work.
Right.
I could dance, motherfuckers.
So you said a Comedy Store, man. Wow, y'all. Nobody picked
Comedy
one
Store
of-
main room when it's
Nobody
sold
likes
out.
none of the clubs I do. You motherfucker.
Of course,
Hey,
I gotta
Laugh
give
Factory is great too.
That's
I love
why.
Laugh
I
Factory.
gotta give a big shout out to actually my home club, Ventura Harbor Comedy Club. That's like my
I
favorite
knew
venue.
it.
Okay.
I thought
My favorite
I
venue.
was expecting that actually.
Okay.
But
no.
the Comedy Store main room when it's sold out is amazing.
No, it is. I've done that one. But it's definitely
great.
not. I'd say by far it would be Caroline's on Broadway.
I love that room.
Caroline's on Broadway.
Never done it sold out. I've done it like half full.
I've
just
been
like,
lucky
eh.
enough. The Caroline's on Broadway, and I would definitely say the Ice House.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ice House,
I think
the
the
main,
Ice
the
House.
main
Main
room.
room.
Man room, yeah.
You can't beat the Ice House.
I think the
main
Ice
room.
House is a beast mode.
Listen, I've done. I don't know. I'm telling you, I've done both. I've headlined both and middle both. I'm telling you, hyenas, man. I know it sounds like I'm a lunatic.
No, I've
like
done.
that.
I've done.
Don't
I
you
agree
think?
with you.
Yeah.
Fort Worth is beast mode, but I just think something about Caroline's, the fact that it's on Broadway, the fact that it's a New York crowd that is a mix of tourists and straight up New Yorkers that want to come and
That's true.
bring it.
Yeah.
Is just amazing. I'd say that, and then the Ice House just got that energy. I think.
I think it's because I've done more shows at those clubs at Ice House than I have at Hyenas because it's in LA.
Yeah.
But dude, the reason here's why the Ice House works, and it's a Sonic nerd's dream. The surfaces of the floors, the structure of the room, it's all hard surfaces, low ceiling. So when you
Long
get
tables.
and when you get everyone's real compact. When you get laughs, it bounces off the walls and it
Yes.
feeds you the
It stays in
performer
the room, yeah.
confidence.
It's
and
awesome.
You're like,
It's
I can do anything.
But you're also
It's
a
an awesome
very
room.
audible.
Yeah.
Laugh Factory.
Yeah, yeah.
Laugh Factory can be I've done Long Beach, and when it's rocking.
Oh,
and
dude.
when it's rocking, Long Beach can be that stage is
Yeah.
beast mode.
I haven't seen that room full yet. It's
I
like
have.
my dream. 'Cause
I've done
There-
it like at least 9 times where it was full.
There is no better feeling in the world than killing in front of a sold out audience.
No, you know what? I'm gonna give you a number to this girl named Stacy. She'll change the whole mind.
But let me
telling
say
you,
this
bro.
shit.
You ain't done
Go
shit
ahead.
yet.
Okay, speaking of awesome rooms, though. Okay,
I thought it
Laugh
was the girls.
Factory back when Dane and Harlan Williams, back in
Yeah.
let's say 99.
99, 2000.
Yeah.
That's when I got in town, and Dane was killing.
Oh, my
Louis
God,
C.K.
dude.
was up there. Harlan was up there. It was
The volume of laughs.
Right.
I've gotten there like on
Honestly,
I did Chocolate
yeah.
Sundays, and I've gotten to that because I used to go there and record comedians for the radio.
Right.
That's how I started at the Laugh Factory, and I watched a ton of shows there, probably hundreds of shows there. And when Dane would get on, it was just
murder,
like
dog.
you know,
It was
'cause
murder.
Right.
it was
Yeah,
it was
it
just
was
like
Now it's
pandemonium.
it was a comic Joe Coy.
Yeah, I
Joe
just did his
Coy.
podcast.
Joe Coy used to do just murder. Chris D'Elia.
Yeah.
What is the? She's funny.
Sarah Silverman.
No, don't
Whitney?
say no. Not Sarah. No,
Eliza?
Whitney Cumming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
Whitney
Cummings.
Yeah.
Cummings.
No, I've seen her go in there and just murk it, and I think
Yeah.
that room is good, but it's
That
still,
room-
Sarah's funny.
it's still
to me,
not as
too.
good as it's still not as good as Ice House to me.
I
Yeah.
agree. Ice House.
Although that is a good point.
But I do-
When the Laugh Factory is like packed in Hollywood, it especially like because the balcony,
Yeah, dude.
it's like jokes falling. I mean, laughs falling on your head, and then they're coming up from the floor. It's like Forrest Gump. Like
Speaking of Laugh
rain
Factory,
coming
I
from
have a
every
show
direction.
there on
Yeah.
July
Oh,
9th
plug it out.
at 7:45.
Wow, that was very smooth.
So if you
very
really
smooth.
want to go check out the Laugh Factory Hollywood and see
Go
what they're
check it
talking
out.
about,
Check out the Laugh
The
Factory.
rain's falling from the skies.
Come to Dane Comedy Live.
Yeah, there you go. Come
Dang,
and also
Colin.
we're doing a show in Ventura at the Ventura
This
Comedy
Thursday.
Club this Thursday.
Nice.
I'll be doing that, so that's cool. I mean, but aside from comedy, I know you got another topic, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, no.
I just wanted to see what you guys' favorite, because it's so weird. Every single comic I've talked to, it's been a different room. It hasn't been a collective of one room.
Yeah.
Most comics I've spoken to, or
It
if I were going to
hasn't been one room.
Santa Monica's West Side Comedy Theater is a big one that people
Yeah,
like.
I've asked at least 20 comics. Not one of them. Like, it's never been like this club, this club,
And the Belly Room.
Yeah, no.
So
I mean, I like those rooms. I don't think they're.
But they're not like
the
rocking.
sound system in the belly room for me is not. I
Yeah.
mean, it's good, but it's not like.
It's not Ice House
It's
good.
just so
Yeah, yeah.
hot and like tight
Yeah.
up there.
And he is right about hyenas, even though I talk shit with Randy. Hyenas,
It's two different
Fort
things,
Worth
yeah.
is fucking like it's walking into. It's like a big pussy waiting to get
Is
fucked.
it Randy
Hey.
Lubis?
It's fantastic.
No,
No,
Butler.
but Randy Butler.
It's like
Randy
Thunderdome
Lubis is my
in there.
boss.
Yeah.
My old boss.
Yeah,
They've been
no,
doing it
it's
for like
I know him.
20 years.
20. I did it years ago. I did it many
It's-
times.
That crowd's trained. They'll shut up. They'll laugh. They'll shut
Dallas
up. They'll
was good
laugh.
too.
Dallas is good too.
but it's not as good as Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, it's underground. Like it's the ceilings. It's the whole thing. It's the whole experience.
amazing.
I love those.
Yeah,
ones.
it's right downtown. You're on the main
it's
street.
still not.
And I think it also matters where you resonate as a comic, like the people
That's
that are
true.
coming to the show. You know,
That's true too.
yeah,
Yeah. That's
I don't know about you, man. I resonate everywhere, motherfucker.
yeah.
No,
The
what was you gonna say,
resonator.
Pedro?
Oh no! So while we might not have been able to, decide who the best comedy club is in America, this past weekend the BET Awards did happen, and they did decide some of the best in Black R&B, hip hop, talent, entertainment. I know you watched, Eric. I know you did.
I missed it, man.
So
I
wait a
missed
minute.
it.
I know Eric
So
and
Eric-
Kirk
I
watched.
went to an after party.
E
years
Smooth.
ago.
I've been to it before.
You E Smooth.
Smooth E. I've been to that before.
Smooth E missed it.
I missed it.
It just-
What day was it? Sunday.
It came out of nowhere.
No, how I didn't
Yeah.
watch. I didn't see it because I was running around.
Yeah, no, I mean, I honestly don't watch award shows at all. Oscars, Emmy,
But
none
who
of that
won?
shit.
Who won?
But yeah, it's
Jamie
always
Foxx
interesting
won.
to figure out who won. Yeah, Jamie Foxx got to host it.
Jamie
was
Foxx
like
is funny.
he did
3
his
hours.
thing.
It was long. He hosted a long time.
Well, it's a fine line between hosting and headlining. We know that.
Seriously though, did you think he milked it? I don't know. I thought,
Yeah, and I didn't even know he went that long, but yeah, it sounded like he just. I heard one interview where he was just like, I begged to be on this thing, like he couldn't wait to be on it because of it's a historic year for like Get Out, Black Panther, like. We saved America. We saved Hollywood this year.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well, no,
goddammit.
it did do really. Black Panther did do
third all time,
extremely
third
well.
all time
Yeah.
gross of all time, right?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Tiffany
That's
Haddish.
No
That's what
fucking
Fox
way.
said.
Tiffany Haddish
That's what he
won.
said
Are
from
you
stage.
serious?
Yeah,
He
so,
said top 3 of all time.
So female
Wow, I didn't know that.
female R&B pop art, some chick named Beyonce.
Oh, I think I've heard of
I
her.
heard of her.
Yeah.
Beyonce, she's a up and coming new artist.
She's married to the other guy.
Right.
She's married to some young rapper. I think
Wait,
he's a rapper.
Sportswoman of the year. I got Serena Williams. I'll take that. I mean, you win a Grand Slam pregnant.
And have a baby.
Yeah,
Get the fuck off me.
yeah.
Get the fuck off me.
Yeah, like you literally said,
stopped-
I just had a baby and I'm still beating the shit out
She
of
stopped
everybody.
breastfeeding for the game. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
like her titties were getting too big for the game, so she had to stop doing
but
that. That's dedication.
and she's still beating people.
That's dedication. All right,
I just saw that Tiffany Haddish.
who's that? I'm joking. We love Tiff.
She beat out Lupita, Taraji, Angela Bassett, Issa Rae.
She's the
Letitia
breakout.
Wright.
She's the breakout
She beat all
celebrity
those
of the year,
ladies.
of course.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
No, she's
Okay, so
She
Tiffany,
ready.
Tiffany,
You knew Tiffany.
She
Tiffany.
ready.
Tiffany
ready.
won.
She's the breakout
She
star
won
of
the
the
BET award for what?
Best actress.
Best actress.
No.
Really?
I think it was Breakout.
She
Yeah.
hosted.
Was it Breakout Star of the
Yeah, the
Year?
breakout star. So
I
she
think,
hosted.
I think Mary J got it for best actress for her.
She
Mud-
hosted
Mudbound.
She hosted the MTV Movie
Yeah,
TV Awards, and she did not win Best Breakout Star. And I was like, "What? How could she not win that?"
Who won it?
I don't know. Somebody else.
I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
How could she not have been the biggest breakout star this year?
Who, Tiffany?
Tiffany wasn't the
Oh.
biggest breakout
Yes, she
star.
was. Yes, she was.
Yes, she
Definitely,
was, by far.
She was.
by far.
Was she the biggest?
Yeah. dude.
Yes.
Who else?
Well, good for her.
Who else?
It doesn't
But not
seem
in-
like it because we know her. Maybe.
No, I know,
right.
I know her, but I'm
Is this
still.
who you went through the really
She's my
bad breakup
girl.
with? Is
Oh
that what
fuck
happened?
no. No, Tiffany's a friend. And I'm saying I didn't know I knew she had it. She was killing it everywhere, but
Oh
I didn't
my
know
God.
like that. Not like
Yeah,
that.
she's killing
Like-
it.
She peed in the air. Remember? It was big.
Yeah,
She's okay.
she's killing it. All right, who else?
She's huge.
So this is one I'm happy about and actually proud of because when the album came out, like I said before, I said this is the greatest hip hop album of all
Kendrick?
time. Yeah, but Damn won Album of the Year. Kendrick also won Male Hip Hop Artist of the Year. But you know, it's like, do you even mention the BET Award after he's won the Pulitzer for the album? It's like, and I got a BET.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna probably piss you off, but I think Mad City was better. And Pimp a Butterfly.
You know what?
I need to go back and listen to it.
Here's what I'm saying. Those are fantastic, and not to cut you off, sorry.
Yeah.
Those are fantastic albums.
But
I would just say
the best album of all time.
I don't know what y'all
I'm
talking
gonna let you finish.
But Taylor Swift should have. No, but those were a little bit more, especially to Pimp a Butterfly, esoteric, like a little bit hard. I think for your average hip hop fan to read everything he's trying to do. Damn, I think was a perfect sort of confluence of, you know, artistry, a bit of like, you know, enigma to it,
and esoteric bullshit that it was rhymes with oranges.
Still a story.
Okay,
Fuck
can you
outta
tell me
here.
this though? Because I think the poetry in it is great. But I should probably go back and listen to it. The
Damn.
musical part of Damn, it
didn't move me at all.
It got a little monotonous because every song was down tempo to me. I don't know. Like I thought, this is just me.
Drake
dude.
makes better albums.
I don't know. I like Damn. I don't
Drake
think
does make better. I like overall, like hit after hit after hit after hit on the album. Drake makes. Whereas
say
in
like
Kendrick is like, if you got to be a hip hop head to like some of his shit.
I've never done this before.
Yeah.
When I got Damn, I listened to that album and only that album back to back to back for 3 months.
But see,
straight.
that's
I'm
so.
not
You
fucking
know what?
with you. I didn't
Black
listen to
Pedro,
another
that
piece
is
of music.
psychosis.
No,
That is
I
not.
eventually got off it, but
That's not a music fan. That's
that.
like listen.
That's
it's,
bordering on stalking.
It's one of those where it tells a story going in one direction, right? And then you read about it and they're like, well, if you listen to it backwards, it goes in another. And you listen to it backwards, not like in like
Yeah.
Like Satan,
like that,
not that
but-
like in Satan's
but like
name.
just the songs in reverse order. And it's a completely different story. But the beauty of it is this album of connected songs that are actually telling a story. It's an art.
That's what I needed to hear, man.
It's an
Now I
art
need to
of
go
an
back and
individual.
Now he'll
listen
listen to it. Well,
And,
now
yeah.
let me ask you this: the BET Awards, do they resonate at all? Because I don't think nobody gives a fuck. You can't like even if I say I was booked at a comedy club, it's like but Shang won BET's Comic of the Year, and I did, and I still
Did
didn't.
you?
Yeah, I won for Comic View.
Oh hell yeah,
I think
guys!
that-
Let's give him a fuck. That's huge. Yeah.
You should be at the
What
BET
year?
Awards.
What year?
I won when
Don't ask
DC
him that.
Don Curry was the host. I won.
Curry.
That's how I got my special, the whole nine. But it don't make no difference. Do the BET
you just said
Awards?
it got you a special. Hold on.
No,
man.
I had the special. No, that was all. That's all of it. Like the special was what made them go, okay,
No.
yeah. Like because I did poetry on my special. I did comedy. I really went all out. But what I'm saying is, let me ask you this: like, do you think BET Awards really like it? Don't matter to nobody. Do it. I wanted to.
Well, I think that's a part of a larger question. Do any of these credits matter as much as they used to? Because you can do Tonight Show now. There's a time when that obviously
Right.
made your career. And now it's like, I can't even name everybody's been on the Tonight Show this year.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There's comics that I've seen on I'm working on my Colbert set, and I'm really hoping that the first set they saw that they liked, and now I got to do it again, which is weird. But I mean, do you think any show?
That's the thing.
Like,
That
but
answer's no
Netflix
to
maybe.
me. That's different though. I don't think Netflix counts. That's your own thing where they come find you. That's bigger, better. You don't
Because
think so?
like the Tonight Show
mean having a
or
Netflix
Colbert
special?
or what's Seth Rogen? It's
You got,
Seth
you've got
Myers. Not Seth Rogen. Seth Myers.
Yeah.
I mean,
We've
you
got
don't think
Kimmel,
none of those
obviously.
shows?
Kimmel.
does that even?
James Corden.
Kimmel's big. Kimmel's big.
I don't.
But
I don't think
none of
any
those
of it
shows.
does.
None of those shows.
Like if you
do-
did a
do
set
for
on
you
there,
what-
would it
what
change
used
your
to.
career.
I don't think
it
any
gets you any more
one thing will.
headlining places.
You're right.
I don't think so.
I think it's what you do with it.
You think so?
Yeah, you have to use that.
I don't know. Do you think that
Hey man, I know.
Colbert's popular? Colbert's bigger than Kimmel. It's
just
number
all,
one.
It's just all diluted. I feel like there's so many of these.
If you
now.
look at like, let's say Tiffany, the biggest breakout star of this year.
In our
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm saying I know she was huge. I just thought there was someone else, but I thought that the guy from Get Out, that directed Get Out and wrote
But that's
Get
not.
Out.
That, I mean,
But
that's
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 not
a,
I
Jordan
thought he
Jordan
was
Peele.
that was the
that's a
biggest breakout.
that's a historical accomplishment.
I mean,
but,
$100
like,
million, he killed it.
No,
But Get Out didn't count for this
I
year.
mean, Black Panther crushed that, but Jordan Peele, it was already an established
He's already out.
entity. Yeah, like he was out. The Key and Peele had already crushed it. Like Tiffany was like before this year.
she was doing sets at the Laugh Factory like at
relative-
11 at night.
relative-
Rush 12.
relative-
She was in Keanu with Jordan Peele.
No, I
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm
was the-
saying,
that was the first
I'm
time
saying
like, oh, who's this chick?
relatively unknown though. Like she had
6
the
degrees
show,
of separation.
She had the show, the Carmichael show, right? And she was obviously the star on that. Like she was the biggest personality on that.
She's definitely a huge person.
Besides
Yeah.
the person was named after, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
No,
No,
she-
No,
even
she
beyond
was.
that.
No,
Yeah.
personality
there were people
wise.
watching
Yeah,
it,
no,
and
no,
I'm
no.
not saying because I'm not a fan of Gerard's. Flat out.
You don't even say his name right, first
All
off.
right, Gerald or Jerry. I'm not a fan of his stand-up, but I'm a fan of the way he navigated through the business. But I'm
Right.
saying when you watch that show, people were watching it for Tiffany and Lorel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're the biggest characters.
Right,
Yeah,
they were
they were
watching it for them.
There are more characters
But
than everyone
I
else.
agree with you. I know that sounds bad, but for a comic, like when you before the Tonight Show, you're like, yo, if I do the Tonight Show, I'm booked for a year.
Forever.
But I think those
But
late night
I don't
shows.
think it doesn't. I
First
mean,
of all,
I wish
does-
it did.
Does the Tonight Show even have comics on?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
But
They
wait,
are?
let me
Not,
say
Exactly.
not as much as they used
Not
to.
as
though.
much as they used to.
Exactly. You
Fallon
don't even
doesn't
know
like
if they do.
Because
You know,
Fallon,
yeah.
Fallon's not a stand-up, so he
Yeah.
doesn't.
Conan still has sets, but the thing is, like Conan, like a
He's
Conan.
obscure. He's been obscured. Now.
Conan's
Like, you
a
know what I
legit
mean?
credit. These are legit credits, but now it's not the same. There's too many options now.
But to
you know?
put it in perspective, like let me make this point about Tiffany, where she did the late night shows, but it was like I think the late night shows really helped her when she was on with Colbert and Kimmel.
Did the dancing?
Oh, dude, she like killed it, and like that they loved her, and that blew her up even bigger.
Yeah.
And like, but it was on top of she
Being
did
in a
Girls
Judd
Trip.
Apatow movie.
Yeah, yeah. And then she did a bunch of other movies, and then she, what she did, what else? I mean, so many things she did this year. The Groupon commercials.
No, I mean,
She's
all
on
that
the,
stuff.
the last OG.
Yeah.
I mean, see,
Yeah, last OG.
Yeah, that's what you.
I just feel like I wish there was some vehicle that comedy wise, if you did this, it might put you on. But unfortunately, I think you're right.
It's no one
You know,
thing
There's a
anymore.
million
funny.
There's no
vehicles
one
now.
thing. You got to hustle all of these things into it. You got to
Like
package it all.
the time it will help you is like I want to think of Nate Bargatze. He goes on. What does he go on? Fallon. Does Fallon like 6 times, but Fallon picks him up and is like, I want to work with you and help you make something. Well, that's different. That's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
You know
and
what's,
that's not how it usually happens.
that's not how it usually happens. Usually like, cool, that was great. Goodbye. You shake the
You
guy's
know,
hand, you're out.
When I did I've done the late show and the late, and they literally shake your hand like you said and said, hey man, good set, gone.
You know, I can say right now,
$1,500.
right now in this,
Wow.
in where we live at right now, comics who do the Joe Rogan podcast will get
Yeah.
more
Yes.
exposure and more booking than people who do the Tonight Show.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's
Wow.
on fire.
And
He's-
fire.
and I'm around
he's
this dude
amazing.
all the time, and I'm always afraid to be like, how do I go at him and say, yo, man, let me
No
get on the
fear.
show.
Oh,
We're
he's
both
so
say that
nice.
UFC
shit.
fans.
Just say that
Joe's
shit.
very cool.
We're
He's
both
very down
UFC
to earth.
fans. We're both,
Just say that shit,
you know.
Shang.
Yeah, I
I'm
forgot
afraid to. And I
Do the
sat.
people
I
laugh
talked
when you
with
say
him.
what you say?
I
Just
talked
say
to
that
him
shit.
at the Haha for an hour and a half after we finished our set. We're just hanging out and talking, like me and him and 2 other comics. And I want to, but I know he's so, he's Joe Rogan.
No, he's so cool. He is like the coolest.
Yeah. But I mean, to get on his show, it would be a matter of him
Yeah.
asking
I
you.
watched a guy crash into his very nice car. He had this like chrome, I think it was a Corvette or something
Yeah.
like that. And I watched this guy run into it back trying to get out of the parking lot at the Comedy Store, and he was so cool about it. He's like, "It's all right, man." Obviously he had to take care of it, but he was very cool. He didn't
Well,
get
no,
pissed
I mean,
or
he
anything.
could-
I
he
would
could
have
have
been
taekwondo'd
so mad. I would've
You as a celebrity though, now like you can't get mad now. Everyone put their cell phones
Joe
on
Rogan beat the shit out of some guy. Look at
just
this.
for destroying his expensive car.
been, oh my
UFC.
I would have been.
host
I
goes
was
UFC
probably
on
more.
him.
Yeah.
mad. I was more mad than he. was.
Okay, but would you said that doing Joe Rogan is how much time? Yeah. Okay. But
Doing Joe
No, go-
Rogan
you
is
can keep
more
going.
relevant for your career now than I think doing the Tonight Show.
What's that other guy?
Hinchcliffe.
Hinchcliffe.
Why do you think he's big?
Tony
Because he
Hinchcliffe.
did Joe Rogan's podcast. He got big after that, dude.
So you think
Kill Tony's
podcast-
huge.
Kill Tony's huge because of Rogan.
This whole episode is an intervention to get you to talk to Joe Rogan. We're gonna
No,
try
no,
to
no,
get
no.
you to talk to him.
But see, I'm also a
What
huge
are
fan
your
of his
fears?
as a stand-up. I've always been a huge
he's
fan
so
of his.
funny.
I've got an idea. Don't ask him for anything. Offer him an interview on this
This
show.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
This show actually makes all the careers.
I know you guys are going to blow up
Watch.
after this. So I mean,
Yeah,
we
just
won't
wait,
even
just
we
wait.
won't even be able to talk to you guys after this. It's
I
amazing.
tried to talk to Mr. Smith. He told me call him Mr. Smith. I tried to say, hey, what's up,
When he did my
He's like,
podcast, he rode on this bike. He was all sweaty. It was a mess.
it's crazy. Now he won't even speak to me.
That's it. Savage as fuck, making careers over here. Hey guys, we're gonna have to wrap this one up.
Okay,
This
yeah,
is
we're gonna
today's
wrap up.
show, right?
But listen, make sure you download the app.
Dash Radio app
Yes, and listen to us Wednesdays.
on the Dash Comedy channel.
What is
on
it?
the app.
Is it Wednesdays?
It's
I think it's
Wednesdays
Wednesdays
and Fridays.
It's Wednesdays and Fridays,
7 to 9 p.m.
Yes, make sure you
That's
listen
on
to
the
us.
Pacific Coast.
Yes,
So if you're on
and-
another coast, then check the motherfucking world.
Yeah, wow.
clock.
Shit, bullets.
They're
Somebody-
shooting.
This
They're
is why I
shooting
turn
in
your
here.
mic off. This is why you
made
don't get your
I made
mic
you look.
privileges.
All right, now we want to thank our guests for being on the show. Everybody, put your hands together.
One more time, Mr. Kirk Smith. Let them know where they can find you.
Hey guys,
where they can
find me on
next shows.
Instagram, Twitter, Tinder, all of it. Kirk Smith.
Did you say
Comedy.
Tinder?
Jokes, baby.
No,
jokes. My first album's coming out. I've recorded 3 times, never released it. My first album called Kirk Smith Ecuadorian. It's coming out July 15th. My book's called Rice Krispies with Ketchup.
Yeah.
This weekend I'm at the Comedy Store. Next weekend I'm at the Oxnard Improv. Then I'll be all of August at the Edinburgh Comedy Festival, and then on tour Canada all of September.
Yes, sir.
And I'm Eric Schwartz. You can find me at ericschwartzlive.com. Find all my my social media there. And coming up, I've got Oxnard Levity Live July 10th, July 16th, Nashville Zanies, July 17th.
I know. Go.
Dead Crow Comedy, Wilmington,
Go,
North
Eric.
Carolina.
Let's go,
July
Eric.
18th, The Evening Muse in Charlotte, North Carolina. July 19th, the Lincoln
What's
Theater.
wrong with
Lincoln
you?
Theater. I can't remember.
Trying to remember mine.
Lincoln Theater in
good shit.
Raleigh.
No, it's just you're
Yeah.
like.
Which one is that? No, so North Carolina.
Okay,
Smoothie on the road, y'all.
Yeah, ericschwartzlive.com.
Well, go to the website and I'll let you know about some shows coming up. But we're going to be at actually 3 of the people that perform
The Savage.
that are on
The
Savage
Savage
is going to
crew.
be on at the
Ontario
Ontario Improv in July.
July
And
10th.
July 10th. So, but we'll let you know more information about it. Thank you guys for supporting us.
And July 9th.
July 9th.
is
Laugh
a Monday.
Factory.
Laugh Factory.
the
Laugh
A-list.
Factory,
Dan
the
Comedy.
Dan Comedy. The Ventura Harbor Comedy Club this Thursday. And then I'm going to be, see, I can't remember all of mine. That's why I said just go to the website and just go to tour because I'm lucky that I have some dates.
You have people, we get it.
I don't have it. I don't have a booker. I don't have a booker. I can't. Joe Rogan. I want to do your show. No, I don't. No. But Rogan, he's such a huge fan of his stand-up. I love his stand-up. But
He's so funny.
yeah, but make sure that you support it. Come out to see Black Pedro. Come out to see Jeff. We're going to be doing a lot more Savage as Fuck shows live so we can bring it to you that way. And we really appreciate your support. Really, even though I act harsh and I'll be like, fuck all y'all. I only mean fuck 33% of y'all.
Yeah.
The other percentage, I love y'all. The 33%, I hate all you bitches.
Fuck 33% of your feelings.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you so much, you guys. Take care of yourself and don't pet a burning dog.
Stay savage.